views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment of silence to remember all those who were lost in the line of duty. Morning, boys.
Good morning, Mo. How are you?
Good morning, Mo. Good morning.
Welcome to BBO headquarters in scenic Phillipsburg, New Jersey. We are in the Tactical Financial Studios. This is Fredericks and Freed, Sports Beat as it is. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Doing well, Mo. How are you today?
Nah, that's a bad question.
You
You guys got me up hella early.
Well, you're suffering. You're getting close to an age. Menopause is coming.
Coming. It's already on me.
Well, if you were Mikey Campy, you'd be shaking your 5-hour energy.
No, so there's no, but he does not need that 5-hour energy. I think that actually has the opposite effect on him. I think he's already so ramped up that when he takes those 5-hour energies, it actually drives him backwards.
Probably tones him down. Blue, how are you? Nice to see you again as always.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks. Nice to see you guys too.
Excellent. So here we are again, and here we are again complaining once again about my beloved Mets. I'll give you a few stats to tick you off early. 14 of the last 16 games they've lost.
Correct.
19-34 since they had the best record in the Major League Baseball. 19 blown losses.
Correct.
The starters have the fewest innings in Major League Baseball at 232 over that stretch. The bullpen has the most at 224. I know we're all shocked to hear how that their bullpen is stretched to a limit and they're not pitching well. And let me throw one more by you. David Peterson, their ace, before we jump in, is the ace of the staff, doing a blistering 5.7 inning average. The rest of them are all at 4.2. All right, I one moment, because I need Mo for this, because I always bring up Pete Rose because it stirs him. Mo, Nolan Ryan pitched 157 pitches in one ball game. He was so pissed off he didn't want to come out. He also was going to win a game, and there was an incentive to this.
The 157, was that the one where he broke the strikeout?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Then there was a pitcher, I said this the last time we were here, who got struck by lightning and finished a 9-inning game. And then there were other pitchers back in the pre-era that would do 2 9-inning starts. A save. Talk to Sparky Lyle. A save was 3 innings. You needed to pitch 3 innings to get a save. I can't get a starting pitcher that's making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars to go 4 innings. 4 innings.
It's the new MLB. The Mets organization looks like it, because the McLean, who's starting today, has been 5 innings. Tong, who's the top pitcher, in the minors,
Yes.
5 innings per start, but yet he has close to almost, I think, 200 Ks.
I almost don't mind that, because at least the guys coming up, all right, you want to manage their innings. They're coming up, and I don't expect miracles out of these guys. If these guys give up 3 runs in 5 innings, I'm not bitching. That's a win for a rookie pitcher. I'm fine with it.
I'm the same thing.
Very, very few Paul Skeens in the world. But then I was talking earlier with Mike with Mad Dog, Chris Russo. He came out and he was blistering the Mets, and it was 100% correct. That's great that Pete Alonso broke the Mets home run record. Who cares? That's great. Talk to me when you get 500 home runs, which isn't going to mean anything anymore anyway, because of the way we play baseball today. It's meaningless stat.
No.
Yeah, it is. The 500 home runs, these guys are playing for 20 years now. And it's all home runs now. It's home runs or strikeouts. It's not like it used to be. You had Tony Gwynn. We were talking about him earlier.
You could put that, yeah.
Tony Gwynn, right? Pure hitter.
And only I can't even see that.
He was just a pure professional.
Right.
It says he struck out only 434 times and 9,288 career at bats.
It's not the metric anymore. It's not the metric anymore. I can't stand it.
I tell it all the time. And I'm not even just inside sports talk. I use it just in life. Because again, sports parallels life anyway. There was an old interview of Tony Gwynn back when Chris Berman, it was the early ESPN days when Chris Berman was doing everything.
And Keith Olbermann wasn't batshit crazy at that
He
point.
wasn't bonkers, yeah. And stadium was empty. You could see the people, the staff starting to do their setup for the day. And nobody really on the field, just the grounds crew milling around. But Tony Gwynn had just finished his first round of hitting off a tee and doing his batting practice and all that. Chris Berman asked him, he goes, how do you find the motivation every day to get to the park as early as you get here and to work as hard as you do? And he looked like Gwynn, it was almost like they choreographed it, because Gwynn stops, he looks over his shoulder at the empty stadium. He goes, this is my job. You shouldn't be asking me that. You should be asking the rest how they don't.
True.
I mean, that mindset, and it's so absent. I mean, you think about that generation: Tony Gwynn, George Brett, Don Mattingly, Cal Ripken, Wade Boggs. I mean, these guys are just pure professionals.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. Yeah. Well, I'm saving that. Rusty Staub.
Rusty Staub.
That's,
A gentleman to the police, by the way. We goof about Rusty Staub. Rusty Staub did so much work for widows and orphans. And he actually was the one that started the Widows and Orphans Fund. He was on the original part of it.
yes, he did.
Yeah, so we have a little fun with Rusty and his proclivities, but what a gentleman towards Major League Baseball, and what a gentleman towards the police. 100% Rusty.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, this generation is just it's so much different, and we'll get to it later, especially when you guys dive into some of your other topics. I'm really in a professional sports as a whole. Ever since they started tinkering with it,
Analytics.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everything. They've gotten away from, what used to make the game. All the games. Forget it. It's not just baseball. It's all of them. They started tinkering with something that used to make these sports great. I mean, these were, like you guys were talking about with the pitchers. I mean, these guys were fucking bulldogs.
Right.
And it's just the whole thing. I'm over, the bigger bases, the pitch clock, the wanting to put the runner on second base in the extra innings.
Oh, stop.
Dude,
stop.
But
don't get me angry.
But it's angry. You should have heard yourself.
I'll get angry with a ghost runner. Mike, how irritating.
Yeah, no more cocaine. That's what Burke says.
No more cocaine. I mean, that's how the Mets won the World Series. Mike, please tell me you're as irritated as me. Please share your irritation. I want to see the emotions gripping off of you.
Well, for me, going to what Mo said about everyday life and everything, and I believe I brought this up. We all know baseball is 90% mental,
and the other half is physical. You bet. Right. There you go. Come on, guys.
I don't think a lot of fans don't get it. You're blaming the manager, you're blaming the owner, you're blaming the GM. If you looked at Mendy's face, every game, they should have won all 7 games. They should have 71 wins right now.
How do you have 6 runs up on the Atlanta Braves, who are not a good team, and in the next half inning give up 9? Right. How does that happen? That's it. That's why I'm saying mental. The whole thing, and this whole situational pitching with analytics and everything like that. On paper, I keep saying the Mets are excellent. Right.
On paper and everything.
On paper, doesn't win World Series.
And the analytics does work. It's a high percentage that it does work.
Well, you're talking about like the old Oakland
Moneyball.
No.
The analytics of what you do within the game now and what you're judging. And I don't see them the same way, because I think anytime you get on base, they don't value a walk anymore.
Right.
They don't value, like singles or hitting behind a runner. It's all in the launch angle. It's all in the multiple base hit. It's all in the home run.
Exit velo.
That's another one.
That's why I think a lot of you might be worried about the launch angles and everything, but that's why I go back to the mental part of baseball. I think I'm
Only
also,
launch angle I'm interested in is when I'm watching porn.
I mean, yeah, Burke says they're turning baseball into a video game.
They are.
But no, I mean, listen, it has its place. Like, Brian Kenny's show that he does on MLB. Like, the analytics has its place. But another one of the guys that I love, career baseball guys, Terry Francona, was talking before that game where they had in the NASCAR, wherever the shit, what fucking course it was. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
They were interviewing him, and basically, his approach with his guys, and he says, there still is a place for your gut instinct. You have to trust your guys. Like, if you have an ace using, again, Nolan Ryan, you go out there and you look him in the eyes, be like, yo, you're gonna get, I'm keeping this ball. You have to trust that sometimes.
Mendoza lately has, in my opinion, I mean, the sheen has worn off on him for a little while. He's making some very odd decisions about people, and it's coming back to haunt him.
compared to last year, he was lights out in
the second half.
And like I said, when you just look at him, what else can he do? The pitching now, all of a sudden, the starting pitching is not great, but even though they're going to 5 innings, they're doing what they're doing.
Raley, Halsey, all these guys they spent money on and brought over. Not one of them has had a good outing yet. Not one.
But also they're only here two weeks.
Doesn't matter. They're professional ball players.
No.
They're pitching somewhere else last week.
No, I'm saying they're here 2 weeks and people are already blaming.
They should. They should.
No. You could blame. That's why I'm saying you blame the player. Why are you going to blame Hefner or Stearns or
Stearns is the one that brought him in. Stearns put this team together knowing there was a very good metric that someone put on X. I can't attribute, but I remember what they're talking about. He brought in 5 pitchers who are basically middle relievers. There's no starter ace on this entire team, and there was pitching available that we could have gotten. And he built this team around those guys, giving him 5 to 6 innings and this bullpen, which was lights out at the end of last year. Well, they're not giving you 5 to 6 innings. I just told you they're giving you 4. And now you're asking a bullpen that's not doing their job. I'm not absolving them. They're not doing their job to find 6 innings a game. And you're not going to survive. You're not going to survive. And so maybe like the Yankees going after Max Fried, maybe the Mets should have done that. Maybe they should have prioritized. I got that. Look,
the 8 years.
They wanted Juan Soto. I get it. And Juan Soto is playing excellent ball right now. So no one can say a word about him anymore. He's going to have 40 home runs. Fine. I'm happy with him. But like you're looking now at like we do not have a legitimate ace, and they still, even at the trade deadline, they could have gotten somebody and they didn't go after him. I don't understand it.
They could have gotten Kelly. I wasn't going to give up 5, 6 of their top minor leaguers. You can't do that.
I'm not saying that. They should have addressed it before the year started when there were people out there. You know they should have gotten, Josh? That guy throwing the Subway sandwich, aim a strike right into that federal agent. Right in that federal agent. Sign him immediately. That guy.
Aggravated. I mean, listen, that's almost it's not embarrassing to charge a guy with aggravated assault, but I mean, if you're the cop that got hit with the sandwich, like you got to feel away. Like, listen, it's important that they set a standard. I get it. We're not going to deviate off into politics, but it's important that they set a standard. I mean, listen, society needs to see that this not only is this what people think they can do to law enforcement and get that off. This guy worked for the fucking DOJ.
Department of Justice. He was a lawyer in the Department of Justice.
And they really think not anymore. They really think this is acceptable. That's but he did have perfect aim. I mean,
he would sign him. He's looking for employment. But the whole thing with that is I like the tone they're setting, because there was a video prior to that with a black female that decided that she thought it was the old times.
Where we should check her launch angle.
Exactly. Her launch angle into that car was fabulous. I'm like, people talk to me like it doesn't all have to be sports. We can drift a little this way. I like where law enforcement is going. It's fine. And if Donald Trump, if DJT finally shows like what it was when Giuliani came in, say what you like or don't like the guy, the man saved New York. And him and Bratton saved New York. And Jack Maples. But the idea of it was, you see these cops being cops now. They're not doing this anymore. And hopefully we have DAs on board right now, and we're just doing Washington, D.C., because they ain't on board anywhere else. But for now, that's where they are. And you're seeing a noticeable difference on how these Antifa people, that's what they're still calling them, whoever they are, how they're interacting with these guys now. They don't get close to them anymore. They're not putting flashlights in their head. They're not doing the umbrella nonsense. They're not stacking bricks everywhere, because the cops are coming out and dealing with business. And if he cleans up Washington, D.C., you are going to see a sea change in the way policing is done in the United States. It'll go back to the days of, Burke and his nightsticks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but no, this is the old hide behind my shield reference that I make all the time. You're 100% right. These Antifa and these spoiled little brat kids, they act the way they act, and they do the things that they do because they know that we have rules. We can't. They can fight dirty. We can't, and they know that, and they've taken a lot of liberty off of that. And you're 100% right. When now they see that if you put hands on a cop while they're trying to arrest somebody, you're going to get launched into outer space.
Yep.
You're 100% right. That's going to change because they're not built like that.
I want you like the microcosm of my Subway sandwich guy. Subway hasn't had this great publicity since Jared was touching kids.
But look where that landed him.
But he's getting a different Subway now.
Right.
But the whole idea is that, think about that for a second. This guy was a lawyer for the DOJ and felt he was going to get away with throwing a sandwich at a federal agent.
Yes.
He thought he was going to get away with it. Yep. And he FAFO'd. But I mean, what do you think about that and policing in general?
I'm fine with it. It might be a Band-Aid right now, but, see what happens over 30 days. See if Congress extends it.
That's like Mike said, sandwich today, brick tomorrow. But it's funny, if you want to deviate off, just for anybody that thinks, I had found this video because we were just talking about the same topic last night, not me and you, with somebody else. And I had found this clip that was on X, and it was Reagan talking about how, the difference between the Democrats and the Republicans, and how every time the Republicans try to fix something, the Democrats spaz the fuck out, and it's always some kind of panic. And then if the Republicans don't try to fix something, well then look at they're failing. It's for anybody that thinks what we're living through now is cyclical. Listen to this 1 minute clip.
Notice how every time a Republican takes office, the Democrats start acting like it's the end of the world. I mean, the minute we cut taxes or trim the budget, they start screaming that the sky is falling. Now, don't get me wrong, I admire their consistency. If the stock market surges, they say it's just helping the rich. And if it crashes, they say, yep, that's what happens under Republican leadership. And don't even get me started on foreign policy. A Republican president could be shaking hands with world leaders and signing peace deals, and they'd say, it must be appeasement. But the minute there's tension overseas, they rush to the nearest camera like it's Black Friday saying, see, we told you the world would catch fire if he was in charge. Now, I've always said, it's fine to disagree on policy. That's democracy. But if your best shot at winning is hoping the American people lose, well, maybe you're in the wrong country.
Now you're back. Go ahead.
Oh, like I said, we actually saw it last night with Trump and Putin.
Yeah. Yep.
The media going crazy because he had to fly over. To me,
I thought that was great.
It was great. Showed Trump as being powerful. He's one up in Putin. And I didn't even watching the video. I didn't realize Putin is that short compared to Trump.
He's a tiny little man. Did you know his father was Khrushchev's butler?
What the fuck?
That's how he is. That's how he got in. Yeah, he was his butler. He was his right hand man, and that's how he got in.
Man.
Yeah. I'll plug something else. There's a great
it's not Line of Duty Cigars, is it?
No, there's a great documentary series on Daily Wire. It's called What We Saw, and this they do a whole. There's two separate ones. There's one about the Russian Revolution, and there's another one about the Soviets, and it's outstanding. And you learn about how Putin comes to power. I don't know if he can throw a fastball, because if he can throw a fastball, then I want him on the Mets as well.
Sign him. And listen, I can't even, circling back to this, I can't even take but joy in the predicted Mets decline. I told you guys early on, I told you this was going to happen. You knew it. I mean,
Everybody goes through a slump.
this
Come
is
on,
not. This is not a
It's a
slump.
one
This is a
slump.
Titanic.
We'll see.
Um,
We're still in the playoffs.
Well,
yeah, this is-
well, that's it.
There they go.
There we go.
Just down. But I can't even.
It brings to what Sean Mania said.
It'll end. Don't worry. There you go. I can't even celebrate it. If you look, I'll see if I can find it. If I find it, I'll send it to Dawn so you can load it up as a graphic for both the decline of the Yanks and the Mets and the combined, like their win losses over the last, I think it was like 50 games, 60 games or something like that. And it's
awful.
horrendous. Combined, it's horrendous. I just saw it this morning. Dawn, if I find it, I'll send it to you.
And following back on your cyclical argument, I also teach college, and I tell the kids all the time that like what you have as youngers is you have what's going on now. All the lingo, all the fashion, all the music, all the personalities. You know what's going on now, and because this is your life. What I have is we've been here before, and we've done this before, and everything kind of goes in 20-year cycles. And I think we're at the end of I'll call it the DEI cycle, the end of the 20-year DEI cycle. And I think we're going back towards it's Giuliani time.
Don't be so sure.
I think so.
And the Dems don't get it. It's all, I don't know. It's always just like me going talking about cycles. I deal with, looking at weather and everything.
Wait a minute. We're not glossing over that.
Well, I'm
stop it. No.
Hobby
Nope.
looking at weather. What are you, Mr. G?
Yeah.
well, no, I'm saying
and Mr. G was at the game.
Mike,
there's nothing. There is no climate change.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
listen,
Everything is a cycle. So
Of course it is. I mean, by now we were supposed to be in the ice age or whatever the hell. It's all bullshit, dude. Of course it is. But so wait,
and then
when you say you get paid to look at weather,
Yeah,
what,
I'm interested.
I didn't say
you
get
have a
paid.
hobby looking at the weather.
I've always been into weather.
What are
This
you
is-
wearing when you're looking at the weather? When there's some sand erosion, is that like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
But going back to baseball, it's a cycle.
Speaking of weather and sports, so my esteemed governor, the lovely, and she really needs a better makeup artist, Kathy Hochul, signs this great deal to have Buffalo get a new stadium. We're familiar with Buffalo. We're familiar with Buffalo.
Yeah, a little
is in
bit.
New
Yeah,
York.
a little bit. Yeah.
We're familiar.
we're familiar.
There's no dome. You built another stadium that's going to be filled with 3 feet of fucking snow. I don't understand.
I like snow, so I'll have.
I don't like snow in this- here
Did
we
you
go.
hear? Did you hear how
Oh,
creepy?
man.
Did you hear how creepy he got? He's like,
you
oh,
should
I like snow.
I like snow.
I like
the
lamp.
rain. I love lamp.
I like turtles.
Tell us.
I mean, this is really what's happening now.
Share some more. I'm fascinated now. When
Yeah,
when
Mike,
the weather
will you be
become
willing
something?
to wear a GoPro for 24 hours straight? I need 24 hours of the life of Mike Freed.
I'm not
Mime
Eric.
Freed.
I'm not Eric.
You're not Eric. Listen, I don't. You now in lieu of the recent discoveries here, you might be more interesting than Eric at this point.
It's true.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to take you off the X. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm fascinated. When did this weather porn start for you?
Since I was 10.
You just watched like Noah
Weather
things?
Channel.
Weather Channel, like
Well,
tracking
prior-
hurricanes and
yes.
things like that.
Yeah.
What about tornadoes? I think tornadoes would be a thing.
No,
Tor-
hurricanes and snow.
No tornado watching. None of
Thunder
that?
snow. Thunder snow. Does that give you instant erection?
I actually had a.
A bombogenesis.
Now look at this. Oh, cyclogenesis. Now you're gonna get
Bombogenesis.
Eddie Gray's gonna be into this. Here we go.
Here we go.
Eddie Gray's also into the weather.
I actually had a.
You should have a weather chat. You should have a weather chat one of these days.
I actually had a Facebook page for Jim Cantori.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a whole new side here. I never saw that coming. But to each his own.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, so to talk about that, I'm the only one who cares about Premier League soccer, which started today. The mighty Liverpool wins their first one on their quest for the cup again. Although I was very disappointed. We're up 2-0, and Etike and who was and Jermaine, I think his name was, 2 new guys on the team scored the first 2 goals. We promptly gave up 2 goals to a team that we should not have given up 2 goals to. And thank for Mo Salah. Thank you very much in the 90th minute. Listen to me. I have to listen.
Burke wanted me to remind you that this is a sports show. He wanted to know why you were talking about soccer.
This is a sports show. Listen to me. I have to listen to your rants all the time, your streams of consciousness.
This is true.
You can allot me 5 minutes.
That's true.
5
You're
minutes,
right.
so I can be happy that Premier League's back. Do you want
497?
Do you want to know 97?
495.
What?
You said 5 minutes. I'm counting down.
495.
Oh, 50. I'm sorry. You're right.
495.
You're right.
495.
You're right. Hold on. Yep, there it is. Spell red. LETR.
So I got into the Premier League because and there's a sad tale with the Irish people I used to hang out with, but that's not for this show. That's my therapy session. But the Premier League soccer is great for football fans, like NFL. We'll get into that now.
Right.
The NFL starts at 1:00. Premier League football is on at 8 in the morning. So for me, an alcoholic, a closet alcoholic and whatnot. So I get up at 8 in the morning. I put on the games. I'll find out where Liverpool is and I'll watch them, obviously. But I follow the games until 1, and then it's NFL until 11 o'clock at night. It's crazy.
So then would you be for these day games that's going on and early morning games in baseball and football?
Yes, I like them. I like anything that brings more sports. I think.
Yeah, you guys are definitely we can start getting some later shows.
Did
I mention that yet?
I'd have to do another day, and we have to see if Freed's got his weather porn up that he's taken away from. Because on Saturdays I have another job, so exactly. I have to
same thing.
I have to leave early. But
poor you.
But so let's talk a general topic. Are you joining us as well?
I'm going to sit in for a few minutes.
All right, I like it. More the merrier.
It's not that I'm joining you. It's that Mo kicked me out of the booth.
The uncensored Mike.
Well, because
Mo kicked me out of the booth.
Because he's sitting in the booth. And he's like, I'm just going to come in the booth and chill with you. And then all of a sudden, he's got all this stuff that he wants to chime in. So he's smacking me, telling me, say this, say that. I'm like, no, dude, just go fucking sit out there.
You're not as sharp as I am, and you're leaving so many things hanging on the vine.
So I want to general topic and dovetailing off the fact that I like the Premier League during the day and I like the early games and the late games that they do.
Right.
Sports is supposed to be a unifier, and I see that coming back as well. We're getting rid of the ridiculous because it ended racism, having the end racism in the end zone, and and all the kneeling. You were kind enough to put that in a chat this week, Mo. Thank you very much. When you had to point out my beloved Cowboys, we'll get to them in a minute.
Apparently, there's going to be more kneeling though with the male cheerleaders.
No, we'll get to that in a second. That's another one. I mean, but sports is supposed to be a unifier. So for me, and I'd like your opinion on this, I think more sports being on at more times when it's available is a good thing. And I think people like to have something sports is supposed to be an escape. And I think that people like more things to escape to. So if I like Premier League soccer, but if they were to put an NFL game on early, I would go watch that.
You watch soccer? Mike watches weather. We get it.
I get it. And what do you watch?
Wait, this is the comedy that I supposedly left on the Vine.
This is on the Vine.
All right, that's
right.
You watch soccer and Mike watches weather.
That's right up there with countdown 5 minutes and starting with 495.
Yeah, exactly. Mind your business, Dawn. It's not that funny. Mind your business.
What do you think about my idea of sports all the time, but being unifying, and that's why I like it.
I like it. I have no problem watching in the morning. Going back to when I was younger, breakfast with Wimbledon.
Yeah.
I watch soccer in the morning all the time.
All the time.
I was only making a funny about soccer not being a sport. I love soccer.
It's great. I
watch it. I wake up in the morning and at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching soccer.
I was so glad that my getting into soccer was the Cosmos back in the day because I had Pele on it, and Pele's my favorite sports athlete in that area of all time. But
name another Cosmo besides Pele.
Giorgio Canaglia, Franz Beckenbauer. Are we okay now?
Canaglia and Beckenbauer were easy ones.
That's all right.
All right.
You asked one.
Right, that's true. That's true.
So the idea when I got into the Premier League was something new to me, and I just saw how much everybody around me was getting into it. And it bonded me to them. And Liverpool won that year. So I think that was 2000. It was the not 2000, 2020 during COVID. They played empty stadiums. Don't get me started on COVID. I'm just going a rage spiral. But the idea of the sport, the idea of everybody coming together, the idea of it being something that the community can embrace, I think is a good thing. And I think it's part of what's healing us in a way, because you're noticing that, well, other than the Mets putting the pride flag on during God Bless America, we can.
That's another thing that people are saying is why the 19 and 34.
Yeah, right after that.
Right.
But the idea of no more kneeling, we're not doing that nonsense. We're not putting meaningless gestures on uniforms anymore. I think the NFL still has that stupid crap on the back of the helmets. But I mean, like, that's what it's about.
Actually, it's not even stupid crap. I wish they would have been allowed. In fairness, your Cowboys kneeled, but
they're the last ones to do it.
I preferred the USFL when it let them put what they wanted, like the guy, he hate me.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that. Have a little individuality.
XFL.
Yeah.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
Yeah. USFL.
But when the Dallas cops, the 5 cops were killed in 2016, the Dallas Cowboys, to their credit, had that arm-in-arm sticker on the back of their helmet, and they walked out with members of the Dallas Police Department, including their chief. And if I'm not mistaken, I know they were forced to take the sticker
the
off.
NFL would
the
not
helmet.
let them have it on.
They
the
would
helmet.
not, and I think the Cowboys actually got fined too, because they didn't immediately take it off. I think they kept it on there for
Jerry
1 week.
Jones, huge supporter of the
So then we made
huge
hats.
supporter of the
We
police.
made hats, Dallas hats,
Yeah.
with a blue line on them.
That's awesome.
And who did we give it to, Mo? That wore it
Duff.
at Duff from Guns N' Roses. We
That's
got
awesome.
him. We got him the hat, and in Dallas, when they played in Dallas, he wore the hat on stage that we made.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
It dovetails into something else that I wanted to talk about, because this is, remember that unifying thing and things that happen outside of the Savannah Bananas. What are your? I love it.
I love it.
I think they've been around forever, so I'm very new to this. And I was actually bartending on Thursday, and the Savannah Bananas played a fire department, the firemen, and it was a great game. And kids love it. They pack 80,000 seat stadiums. It's not baseball.
No.
It's not anything.
Well, it is
it's not
baseball, but it's like Cop Rock.
It's
Remember the TV show Cop Rock?
It's XFL baseball.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of dancing baseball players. But it is fun. It's cool. It's
What do you think about? Do you think it's a good thing for baseball, Savannah Bananas? Or?
Yeah, he's expanding. I think he's going into 10 other cities or something like that.
It's fantastic.
It sells out every major league stadium they play in.
Blue, I know you're not a big sports person, but are you familiar?
Why do
with
you
the
say
Savannah
that?
Bananas? She said she
No.
wasn't.
Oh,
No, I've never heard of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well,
There you go.
what do you? Well, it's a fun thing. It's like basically like minor league ball almost, but they do a lot of like dancing and jokey kind of stuff. Sometimes a pitcher pitches with stilts on. There's like a time clock on what you can do.
Do you know who the Harlem Globetrotters are?
Yeah, I know
It's
they
like
are.
that, but baseball.
Yeah, I
Basically.
mean, I might actually watch it. Then.
Trickery and fun.
It's
and-
fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
So I said
And-
I might actually watch it. Then I'm not, I
Yeah.
don't get into sports otherwise, but I might watch. Something goofy.
I was disappointed because it was supposed to be this game that I was working. It was supposed to be on ESPN2, so I had to call a friend to get his ESPN Plus account so I could put it on smart TV so we could all watch it, and it was great. It was awesome. They were supposed to be on ESPN2. I got high school football. There's this team in Georgia. They have a $65 million stadium for a high school football team. $65 million.
Friday Night Lights, my friend.
Yeah, I saw that. That
Yeah.
stadium
Down
is
south.
sick.
Yeah,
It's got
sick.
a miniature field for the kids to play
Yeah.
on. It's insane.
It's crazy. What are your thoughts on the Bananas there, Mo?
Well, I mean, I agree with you guys. Anything that brings families together and any kind of entertainment like that is healthy. It's good. As far as a baseball purist, again, I don't like it. I think you're.
Well, don't compare it to Major League Baseball.
Well, I mean,
The purist refuse. They refuse to watch.
yeah, I say it's not.
Well, the purists should be watching fucking baseball today then, because what they've done to the game is it's just too much.
Well,
listen,
get me started on second base. Don't get
I
me
know.
started on the ghost runner.
Mike. I don't watch baseball anymore, bro.
I
Like
don't either. I mean,
I
I
can't.
prefer-
They've made it unwatchable. The pitch clock. This is the thing. Like
I don't mind the pitch clock.
I do. Well, here, because think about this. This is what used to be a day at the park. Right? This is like a whole thing. This is supposed to be like special family time.
But
Special
that's
time.
minor league baseball, Mo. That's why I only go to minor league games. Minor league,
Yeah.
I'd rather go drive to Allentown and watch the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and go to Yankee Stadium.
The last time I was with you guys at the Somerset Patriots, Jason
Yeah.
Dominguez was in right field.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man.
Was that the time you threw the pitch? Was that last?
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't just say I threw the pitch. Say I threw the pitch and it went right into Sparky Lyle's glove. No bouncing, no nothing.
If that's the history you want to believe.
Mo, did I bounce the ball?
It was actually a good throw. He was right on point.
You were
He was a
very
little stressed
you were very
about it.
nervous about it.
I had a 14-year-old in front of me, and I was like,
I
they lined us up, and I'm like, hey, bro, hey, Mo, did you practice? He's like, what? I go, you didn't practice? Oh, I hope you don't throw it in the dirt. Because I was afraid, like, if he went before me and threw a dart, and then I throw it, like, over his head or something, and the guy behind me goes, practice.
I filmed that, and I was secretly praying you bounced it. I really
And what,
was. I really was.
and what is it? 90? It's 90 feet from the plate to home.
60-something feet.
What is it? 60
60 feet, 60 feet, 6 inches,
All right,
90 to the
90
base.
base.
90 to the base. All right. So they had me outside practicing before the game. And, all my friends are fucking douchebags. They said they were 60 feet away. They were like 85 feet away. And I was trying to reach them, and I was bouncing the ball. And they're like, all right, don't worry. Shake it off. You'll be fine.
That was a fun game. That was a blast. The people I was sitting with. Oh my God. And then I was looking up at you guys in your little booth. Like, oh, the bougie are up there. The aristocracy's in the booth. We're down here in the peasant seats. We had a great time at that game. Oh my God.
That's why minor league baseball to me is much better than, I get it. People love it. I don't know, man. You go to a fucking Yankee game, you go with 4 people, that's $500-$600 easy.
Yep.
Not even, that's on the low side.
So do you guys, I know you're a youngster by my standards, but you might have done this as well.
Youngster
by my standards.
I'm gonna be 50 years old next month, bro.
And I'm 55 already. So I already graduated high school and was living my life while you
I'm
were
going to be 60
figuring it out.
I'm going to be 60.
This is what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
you're the resident elderly there.
So I don't look 60 or act 60.
So
Go
you
fuck
two
yourself.
are Yankee fans.
Yes.
And the Mets did this as well. And maybe you can settle something for me. I forget who was the Coca-Cola team and who was the Pepsi team. Were the Mets the Pepsi team? Because remember on Wednesdays, you could bring a can of Pepsi or can of Coke, buy one ticket in the upper decks, and you got a ticket for free. To go to the
I
game.
think that was the Yankees that did that.
No, the Mets did it as well. I'm just trying to figure out who the soda was because one was Pepsi, one was Coke, and I can't figure it out.
They keep switching.
I hope the Yankees are Coke.
Schaefer was the Mets.
Rheingold was the Mets. The happy recap when Bob Murphy would have a delicious Rheingold when he's recapping the game.
My first Yankee game was at Shea Stadium.
Oh, they were building the new stadium. Yeah,
they were working on it.
They played Shea for 2 years.
Yeah.
Should tell the Ron Guidry story.
Come
on, Mo.
Louisiana Lightning.
I think Blue had something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, so the Mets partnered with Coke and the Yankees partnered with Pepsi.
There you go. So, but it was a I should
look at Blue earned her salary.
I should have done that. But getting to your other point, which is important, is
he has no point.
You can't get this was the actual real point. You can't go to a game with a family of 4 anymore. You can't. Although the Mets do something on Sundays now, which I think is great. They have a family Sunday thing where the Mr. and Mrs. Met are out and the kids can go into this area and interact, and they actually bring a player in. And costs a couple bucks, but Stevie Cohen is trying to bring families back to it. But you're right. You can't go, and the Mets are the same. It's a little cheaper, but I don't want to act like it is.
Yeah.
You can't bring a family of 4 there if you don't have $400 or $500 in your pocket when you're done. You can't go to a game. You can go to not little league. You can go to AA, AAA game and
spend
with
$100,
$150, $200, and that's like
$150. You're spending a lot.
That's high end.
Yeah.
Right. But there's so much stuff going on after that. No, and it's all part of your cost of admission. What, $15 for a ticket? The kids get to go on the field. They get to run the bases. They have games. They have all that stuff.
Rockland Boulders. I haven't gone to a game in over a year, but those tickets, the parking is $10. The tickets are $10. There's days where kids get in free. They have a whole playground for them. They have different stuff for everybody. And it's just,
and they don't kill you. Obviously, just like going to a movie theater, concessions are going to be more money, but they don't kill you. They don't kill you like Major League.
You're going to pay for the beer everywhere.
But not not the same.
No. Yeah. But Rockland Boulders, the Mets had a pitcher that played for the Rockland Boulders. He was during the hot time, he came up and he pitched 2 innings for the Mets, and he was a Rockland Boulders pitcher. And they're not even affiliated. They're just an independent team.
And you have the Ducks.
Yep.
The Newark Bears. Remember the Newark Bears? Ricky Henderson played for them.
There's no more Brooklyn Cyclones, right?
Yes, there is. No, they're still there.
Are they still there?
Yeah.
I thought they moved that team.
No.
Luke, you looked at
No, Staten Island Yankees.
Staten
are-
Island Yankees.
They,
Staten
they
Island
left.
Yankees,
Now
yeah.
they're
They're now
called
the Ferry Hawks.
The Ferry Hawks, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think they're affiliated with
No, they're not.
any major league
no,
teams.
Blue, I
team,
sent you some
they're
picture of those
independent.
Dallas hats. Sorry, guys, keep going.
You got
Yeah,
the
they're
picture of
uploaded.
Duff with that cowboy hat on at the concert? That would be
I am
cool.
Yeah, the one
I am a
I got the
Cowboy
pictures of the
fan.
actual hats. The pictures that were in the group that we had of Duff actually wearing the hat on the stage is very hard to see. We had somebody in the audience that show, and they were trying to get a picture
right.
of him because he has it like on the top of his head. All you can really see is the fact that it's gray, but he did wear it on the stage. What I did send is when he wore the Heartnet hat.
Oh, okay.
That one you can see.
Point of
The
order.
hats are up there.
I am a
Thank you, bro.
Cowboy fan, and I did not receive one of these hats. I'm a Cowboy fan.
I
Yeah,
actually
dude,
might,
he made a couple
actually-
versions too, bro. He made
I
a
actually
gray
might
version and a
have
white version.
one.
I'll wear that here.
I might have one here.
All right.
I'll check it. If it's I have it, it's yours.
All right.
I
Hey,
don't.
there
I
it
don't
is up
wa-
on there, bro. Up on the
See
screen.
'em?
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, I don't follow. And there's a darker one too.
Wow. I like that. That's awesome.
Yep.
But okay, so Cowboys will drift into football now.
I don't follow. I'll try to. I'll do my best. I don't follow the NFL,
So
and I haven't since
football is
Kaepernick.
back, and I'm very. I respect anybody who does it. Football is what Roger Goodell is a straight lib, and so's his wife, and he runs the show on all that. It's ridiculous, all the stuff that he does, and oh, look, he makes a fortune for this league. So I get it. The Cowboys don't play into most of it. They really, there's a couple of teams that don't. They do not play into any of this
Right.
stuff. They did kneel. They were the last team to do it in the NFL. They were the last one. I didn't like that they did it. I think it was a player thing,
Right.
to be honest with you, because Jerry Jones is a huge supporter of the cops. He wouldn't have been involved in any of that. But the football is back, and so the Jets have reason for excitement because I thought Justin Fields would have hurt when he hurt his toe. I thought he was going to be out.
We hear
for a
the
while.
Jets have reason for excitement.
They do. They have-
every
they do.
year, like we hear the Mets are going to the
No,
World
no,
Series.
the-
They-
yep.
It's the same every year.
I am not going to say the
Yep.
Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm not going there.
Right.
But they have a good team. They have a good running back. They have good receivers. The defense was built up much better. They shored up the right side of the line. That they have a good team. They're
Is
gonna
it
be
weird
competitive.
that I don't watch games, but I follow? Like I love football.
He watches the weather?
I don't
You're not
watch
weird.
the
You're not,
games.
you're not weird. He follows
but
the
I'm
weather.
up on like who had like I feel like well first of all let me ask you this question. It's your show, but let me ask you this question. Just don't be a Dallas fan for this moment.
Sure.
Who's winning the Super Bowl this year?
I hope the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. What do you think?
Bills.
Bills? How about you?
I don't know.
I'm just the bananas. You think the
Yeah,
bananas?
I mean, why not? You know, I don't like.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I don't think so.
I mean,
No,
maybe
they
the
don't.
That's my dark
I
horse
mean,
pick.
I mean,
Not a girl.
I mean,
The Giants?
It's my dark
Pick
horse
one.
pick. Tampa Bay
it's
Bucks.
very dark.
Okay.
We'll
see.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I would like to see Buffalo win though. I like the quarterback.
the Dallas Cowboys. He got robbed last year. Josh Allen got robbed on that first down. That's the only reason Kansas City went forward, because that was a garbage call.
I want him to shake that. Can't win the big game.
And now
thing.
they have the computer now doing because they have VAR in Premier League for offsides and things like
Right.
that. It's basically a VAR for football now. The first downs are measured on the computer now.
Are they using that?
Yeah,
Like
they are.
in the games?
Yeah.
So there's no more room for human error.
They're going to keep the sticks in case the computer goes down, but no,
Okay.
I don't. Getting back to baseball, because we talked about this the last time, and remember and you can chime in. I want the computer strike zone in baseball.
You need it.
Fuck these refs and fuck these umpires, and he doesn't call the high
Nope.
strike. And
Nope.
And they had a guy 3 weeks ago. He missed 24 calls, 24 strikes.
Angel Hernandez
That
came
was the
back.
That was a Met game.
Met game.
Angel Hernandez came back. No, listen
no,
again.
I
So
want
you're going to
computer
keep
strike zone.
umpires on first, second, third,
No,
and then in the
no,
playoffs
behind the
down,
plate.
and in the playoffs down the lines.
No, they
But-
have a home plate ump. He's there for and there's a female now.
Right. She
She
did a good job.
Yeah, she missed
the first pitch.
She didn't
and
miss.
then she did good
She
from
didn't
there.
miss 40.
No,
No.
she didn't. She missed 11 calls, but that's not bad. That's not.
Yeah, no.
Hey, with
percentage
all the
wise.
Over
pressure on
90%.
her, with all that pressure and all her eyes on her, I don't think 11
fine.
calls. I don't think 11 calls is
It's not.
that bad.
not.
It's not. It's a.
What's
90
the average? What do they say the average is?
in
of
order
how
to
many
be
missed
in
calls?
order to stay in the major leagues, you have to have an above 90% average calling
And-
strikes,
And she was above
and she's
90.
above it.
And all the people, all the umps in professional baseball are
No.
all above 90.
No,
No.
they're not.
Then why are they still there?
Because
contract
It's
union.
a union. And
okay. Say no more.
And they get a certain amount of sway on things.
Right.
But the whole thing with the umpires is I like human beings. I'm fine with that. But when it comes to the strike zone, it's a strike or it isn't. That particular game that we were talking about, Juan Soto was up in a really critical spot for the Mets, and he got because you could tell the umpire was pissed at him because he had done it the entire game, and he called 2 strikes that were a foot off the plate.
But bro, that's we understand that's part of the game. It absolutely is.
That's not baseball.
Greg Maddox's strike zone extended about 6 inches into both batters' boxes.
I don't agree.
Javi Lopez used to just, and you could watch it if you watch the course of the game. He would set up a little bit. First, he'd be on the outside of the plate, then he'd be on the black, and then he'd be a little bit further.
I don't agree.
A little bit
with
further.
Yeah, but those things go. I think I lean towards what you're saying because those things go away. It's just like in boxing. It used to be you had to beat, like you had to the champ. If you were the champ, you had to be like no doubt about it.
Had to be definitive. Yeah.
If it was close, it
Champ
went to the champ.
Yeah.
So the same thing with Maddox. If you're Greg Maddox, you've earned back. I'm talking about in that moment, not now.
I get it.
In that moment, during the time he pitched, he earned,
Yes.
just like Nolan Ryan earned and other Clemens and other pitchers earned that umpire respect. You know what I mean?
But it's also
and batters for the same way. Batters earned it too. Guys with good eyes.
100%. Wade Boggs. If Wade Boggs, the ball was on the edge somewhere, and Wade Boggs took it.
I just don't.
Different times now.
Yeah.
Now, if you're using all that kind of stuff anyway, you would think the strike zone would be the first thing that they say we're going to automate.
Here's where I'm with Mo. I don't agree with the second base runner. I think you should play extra innings.
That's stupid.
I think you should play extra innings straight. The whole thing. I don't like that second base runner. I
bonus cantos. The old Michael K.
Do you want to talk about the bigger base? All right, because we're stepping on too many hands. They wear those Kevlar gloves. I get it. Okay, so it's a bigger base now.
Right.
I don't. I like old time baseball when you ran the catcher over, but I understand people are getting hurt. You don't want the guy to get hurt, so you can't block the plate like you used to.
If you block the plate and you get bulldozed, too fucking bad.
But in Major League Baseball now,
it's an out now.
He's safe.
He's
safe if he blocks the plate.
The plate.
Right.
So I get some of that, or like it's a double play ball, and
I don't like that rule.
And you intentionally go spikes into somebody at second base.
I don't like that rule, Mo.
It's because Buster Posey. It's Buster Posey.
If you're the catcher and you're a grown man and you decide you want to protect that run with your body, and then you're the runner and you decide you want to get that run with your body, let that play out. I understand.
You just like seeing grown men put bodies to bodies.
Right.
I like it. I like where you're at. Yeah.
I understand the millions invested in the players and all the money and all that stuff, but it's also still a game, right? You don't want to become too robotic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with the home plate, I'm fine with the Buster Posey rule if they ran, but regular base paths, it was
the Mets second baseman that got hurt at second base
from Chase Utley.
Yeah, the Chase Utley.
It was
and Chase still says he would have done it.
What happened to the days where Pete Rose was coming up spikes high into second base and
Ty Cobb was filing his spikes,
plowing into catchers in All-Star games?
I've said this many times.
Is it Ray Fosse?
Ray Fosse was the catcher. I've said this before because me and Mo and the whole Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. That's for the end of the show.
All right. Thank
Pete
you.
Rose.
Oh, I can't wait to see everybody's take on that.
Oh, we've done this every single episode.
Oh, every show? Okay.
Every show we go to Pete Rose at the end.
Okay.
Pete Rose ended his best friend Ray Fosse's career in a meaningless All-Star game, running him over.
No game was meaningless to Pete Rose.
That's what
that's why he should be in the Hall of Fame. I know we have to wait till the end.
Wait till the end.
Okay, sorry.
But so back to football. So Jackson Dart looked good.
He looked good too.
Yeah,
look good.
Is it wrong that I watched the highlights? Because I really want to watch football, but I just can't because I just can't get my too many things.
You know what this is? I came to terms with it a while ago. I stopped watching. I did. Colin Kaepernick. I did not watch the NFL that entire year, and I didn't want to go back. And I remember Mo and me had a bit of a back and forth because I started.
No, not Mo and you. Mo and the fucking entire world.
Well, in this particular chat,
right,
and live, Mo and me went back and forth a bit because I went back to watching the NFL because I just I like sports. I just want to be part of it. It's something that it's like the weather. It's like a hurricane for you. It's like that. You know, the whole idea of sports is something I like. And when you start doing this, I can name all sorts of actors that we all watch in movies that are as lib and crazy as you get. I can talk about every musician, whatever genre you like. They're all doing the same thing. I can talk about movies promoting ideologies we don't like. I can talk about books that they write. I can talk about sports. And politics, obviously.
I don't eat Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I don't listen to Rage Against the Machine. I do listen to I Shot the Sheriff, Eric Clapton. So that's different. You know, there's literal.
That's Bob Marley, isn't it?
He did it too, but Eric Clapton.
Wasn't Bob Marley the first one?
Yeah,
Yes.
I believe so.
Right. He didn't shoot a sheriff.
No.
But he did shoot a deputy.
Yeah.
We should listen to that. You know, Bruce Springsteen with his
What about
99 shots.
Ice-T's Cop Killer?
Please.
He's been on Law and Order for
Right?
26 years.
I told you one of our guys,
29 years. Yeah.
one of somebody's guys, hypothetically, saw Ice-T going through Newark Airport with his wife Coco, and they went through TSA, and then they got to the other side of it, and they start checking, packing their stuff back up or whatever, and this guy walks right up to him, again, full uniform, slaps him on the shoulder. He's like, "Yo, Ice-T, that Cop Killer song was fucking awesome," and then just walked away. And Ice-T looked at the guy, he's like, I gotta do, shrugs his shoulders, like, what do you say at that point?
If you follow him on X,
yeah,
I will give him this. He doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks. He lives his life, and that's it.
Well, now he's selling car insurance on Fox.
Yep. Him and Vivica Fox.
Yeah. And William Devane's telling, listen, it's the greatest time to buy gold right now. Now's the most important time ever to buy gold.
That's right.
Not last week when it was the most important time ever. Now is the most important time.
So I did like with the spin back, as what was that? Jen Psaki circling back. I did like Jackson Dart looked really good. I did like that.
His mom looked better.
Oh, of course. But I mean, and his girlfriend or wife looks. Really
This is why you had to get out of the booth. All right, I got you. Go ahead.
So the whole idea that he looks good. Do I hold out hope for the Giants this year? No.
Well, you're a fucking Dallas fan. That's why.
I'm being honest arbiter right here.
Okay.
Honest
arbiter.
Yes, an honest arbiter.
So that's a hashtag or a T-shirt right there.
He's very cerebral.
So you're still with the 5 wins, like
yeah. The Giants are not that.
Although
good.
People are going think that they'll do more now.
So to be fair, I don't think the Cowboys make the playoffs this year. I think they win 8. It's 8.5 games is what it is, and that's not enough. And I've been saying forever that Dak is not the answer. We kept re-signing.
Are the Commanders good?
They are very good. They're going to be a very good team.
They're going to go back to the Redskins. Watch.
I hope so.
That's
I hope the Cleveland Indians come back too.
Yep.
And but the whole idea, because Donald Trump's DJT is not going to let that stadium get built if they don't go back to the Redskins.
You bet that's going to be part of it.
Yeah.
Seemed to be there are a lot of Native American groups that wanted the name to go back to the Redskins.
Yes.
Look this up. The actual original logo for the
Redskins. You can say please. I didn't. She's there for a resource.
You
don't have to bark at her.
Call her by her name.
Jesus, you have to bark at her.
If it's not her name, maybe her moniker.
Look this up.
Hey, Blue, can you look this up?
I was told to call somebody Mo, and I got chastised for it in my first podcast. And I was introduced.
And by the way, for the record, you've called me Josh about 4 times already the show. I haven't said anything to you.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm going all in right now. I haven't called you Josh once.
How about this?
How much you want to bet?
How about this? How come every time I say Josh, I have to do a shot?
I won't even.
And he gets. Oh shit!
See,
that was a trap. You brought me right into that trap.
I won't take your money. I won't take your money. I won't take your money. You did.
You'll be paying me.
I won't take your money.
I called you Mo every time.
Well, you can't take his money. Because if you take his money, you owe. No
one's asking you
because you owe me $100.
So
no one gets paid in this place.
I was told. Yeah. I was told to call you Blue.
Right.
I will call you by your God-given name.
You didn't call her anything. You just said, "Look this up."
Yeah, he said, "Look this up." I don't know if he said bitch.
I heard in my head. I heard bitch.
Oh, okay, yeah,
the way he said it,
it came out that way. It definitely did.
The word bitch.
Do we even remember what he wanted her to look up?
He wanted to look up Commanders, Indian, Native American.
Please look up the who was the original Indian on the helmet based
Native
on?
American.
It's an actual Native American.
Chief J. Strongbow.
No, Billy White Wolf.
Oh,
that was his partner.
Tanaka.
That's a different kind of.
Sorry.
On which one are we looking up? Original
The,
Indian.
the,
on?
the, the Washington Redskins had.
I think
had,
his
had
name
a,
was Dr. Patel.
But he
No, that fell flat, huh?
Him and that
Lenny Snooker,
Lenny Snooker. The
That's Lenny Poffo.
the
Leaping
whole-
Lenny Poffo, the poet, who also was part of the Killer Bees when he was jumping Jim Brunzell. Come on, no,
Oh,
Joe.
wow.
Yeah,
Listen
come
to
on,
this
bro.
guy.
It says the original. It was a depiction of Chief Two Guns White Calf.
There you go. And the family and the tribe loved it. It was an
Yes.
it was an honorarium to him. It wasn't like a negative
mocking.
thing. And
Correct.
no one had a problem with the Redskins except some crazy libs, and that's why it went away.
Well,
and,
isn't
and
that-
Daniel Snyder, the worst owner that's ever existed, gave in.
Isn't that always the way? Like you'd be on the street, right? And some mutt would, make you chase him or put his hands up or whatever, and you got to knock him around a little bit. They knew. They knew if they ran, they paid a tax. They knew if they fought.
Chris Rock did a whole routine
They were
on
getting
that.
it back. It was 90% of the time, I would say, Mo. Jonathan, 90. Do you have a radio moniker, or we just call you Fredericks? What do we call you?
Whatever you'd like to call him.
All
That's
right.
fine.
90% of the time, sweetheart.
That works.
90% of the time, it wasn't the perp that made the complaint. It was some white
Outside,
liberal
yeah.
asshole that has no idea what policing is or no idea of what being a perp is. 'Cause
25 to 35-year-old white middle to upper class liberal women. That is the majority of the complaints and the whining and the outrage and the screaming. 25 to 35-year-old white middle to upper
But
class.
isn't that racist in and of
Yes.
itself that a
Yes.
white person
I
has
believe
to
so.
tell a black person that you should be angry
Yes.
by this?
Yes.
Can
Yes.
an African American say, no, that don't bother me?
You use the term African.
I know. I was just going to say, what's an African American, bro?
Well, I don't know what
Elon
I
Musk
get
is an
nervous
African
after
American.
last week. Okay.
Yeah, well, no,
on my
no,
show,
please do not.
I don't know what words
We
I
are
can say
not-
or not
So
say.
I have a minor story off sports that I teach in the college all the time about words.
I feel like we've deviated
And-
pretty much.
Yeah, we have. And what these words mean.
Are you a
and-
professor?
I'm a
Professor.
Professor.
Okay.
Do you
that's
require?
it.
Do you require? Wait,
No,
are you a
that's-
professor or
that's-
doctor?
I don't require the doctor moniker. Thank you.
Are you-
But
no,
you do have a doctorate.
No, I do not.
All right,
you
so
don't?
then you
Okay.
can't require it if you don't fucking have it. We're going to call you professor
I
from
can
now
Professor.
on. And
Professor.
we'll call Freed Mary Ann.
Colm Cantori. So I taught in school. When I first got on in housing, my first post was on the Webster houses, which was 168, 169.
Little busy.
Little busy.
A little bit.
Little bit of crime. But there was a man, Mr. Ferguson, that worked there. He was the first original housing class. And the first original housing police. Man was like 6'5", had hands that could crush like a melon. Like
So
that.
Officer Ferguson.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He would call.
You said Mr. I thought he was a civilian.
No, he was a cop.
Okay.
He would call people.
Was he a police officer or a cop?
Which do you like?
Well, there's two different things.
You could explain.
Correct.
you could
I
explain.
prefer cop.
Oh, a cop it is then.
But only a cop can call a cop a cop.
He's a cop.
Correct.
He was a cop.
Anybody can be a police
He was-
officer. Not
right.
everybody can
I'll,
be a
I'll-
cop.
I'll tell off air the story about the axe handle story with him later.
All right, he's a cop.
But
The axe handle, that's it. No, case
so,
closed.
so
Yep,
that
done.
was-
Say
that was-
less.
That was his nightstick.
Well, there you go.
But so
Mo, you never carried a nightstick or a axe handle as a nightstick. Are you
Me?
step your game up? Yeah.
so
No, Coca-Cola. But the PTF all had axe handles.
so what ended up happening was he would
We just
talk-
completely hijacked this
he-
fucking story.
He would talk. I know you're trying your best. He would talk and call people colored. That's what he would say. That's his vernacular. His son. Now, Mr. Ferguson back then, he was like 75 at the time, and his son had moved out of the Webster house a long time ago down to Georgia, but he would come back up, and he was in his 50s, and he would call people Negroes, and I would call people black, and then other people that's where this African American comes from. Younger set would call people African American, and I would ask, who's wrong?
Right.
Who's saying it wrong? Because you're trying to put your sensibilities today on people before. They're not wrong. It's
Right.
not wrong what they're saying. There is one word that's wrong. We'll leave that
Well,
one out.
not no,
We'll leave that
no.
one
If
out.
you are
Oh,
African,
I'm not
if
doing
you are
that.
African American, you could say the N word all you want.
I'm not going down that road.
Well, I'm just saying you don't have to go down the road. But
And
they-
like, can we not Can we not?
I didn't say the M word.
No,
Don't say that word, please.
don't
No,
say
M,
the M
M,
word.
M.
Don't say the N word.
so-
Please just.
So
I'm
Don't.
not.
So-
But an African American can say the N word.
so-
They're allowed
so
to.
when
Everybody knows that.
So when I talk, I say black
Right.
And I wonder if that's like people say I'm wrong for saying that. I'm not going to change.
No,
but
you're not wrong.
It's the words. Like and
I'm white, you're black.
Mr. Ferguson was black, by the way. You know?
Right.
So I mean, like, and so but the whole idea of the words and how that's also what this whole liberal DEI culture does. They try and co-opt words to get you to do things a different way. And so I haven't changed. So this African American thing is something I've never done. So I was curious as to why you changed, because I know you weren't using African American in the 80s.
No, I wasn't.
All right, no Mark Furman admissions on the air. Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask one question?
Yes.
It's not sports related, but you brought up the topic.
Melanzana.
I'm going to ask. No, I'm not going to ask that. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to talk about the M word.
Okay.
I'm never saying the M word ever again. I thought it meant eggplant.
All right,
all I'm saying.
God.
I'm not doing that. You're in your car. I don't know what kind of music you listen to. All right.
I listen to podcasts. I don't listen.
All right. Do you ever listen to any kind of rap music at all?
No, I listen to country music mostly.
All right. They don't use the N word in country music. Do you listen to any rap music at all? How about you, Blue?
Kind of.
A little bit? All right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little Tupac?
You don't know who the Bananas are. You don't listen to rap music. You are as white as they come.
No, I listen
What
to
about
some.
you, Mo? You listen to any rap music?
I 100%
Of
listen
course
to
you
rap
do.
music.
I
Of
mean, I
course.
let
listen
me
to like
ask you a
DMX,
question.
but
You're in the car by yourself. A song comes on that has the N word in it. Okay. And you're rolling down the road. It's just you in your car. You don't have any
juice.
Yeah, you don't have any kids with you. There's nobody with you. And you're just driving in the car. As white as you are, as white as I am. Are you singing a song like the Wu-Tang Clan that goes, shame on it, who wants to run game on it? You're saying you don't say that, you don't sing. I'll admit it on the air. I say the N-word when I'm in my car driving and a song comes on and that's part of the lyrics. I'm singing the fucking lyrics. Who am I to change a lyric? That's an artist. I respect his right to be an artist, and I don't want to ruin the song by saying, what am I going to bleep myself like I just did?
I agree with you. I think if you're singing the song and you're enjoying it, it brings you
by myself in the car.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker.
So
and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions.
You're a
of any
teacher. Don't
entities
answer
they
that question.
represent.
You have a job. Don't answer that question. How about you?
During
You're listening to a song. I don't understand why people get so nervous about this.
I have no.
I don't give a fuck.
If by myself, but
You're not running around on the street calling people. That's a horrible word. But
I've been
if
on.
they're using it in the song and I'm singing a song and I love the song and I paid for the fucking song on iTunes, it's $3.29.
iTunes.
Whatever. $2.30. Whatever.
I've been on.
You got a first gen iPod?
No. All right. I use YouTube Music. I pay $12.95 a month.
Actually,
for that.
I have one of the
commercials.
first gen ones. It had a little spinny dial that you could put like
Ooh.
5
They're
million.
They're worth a lot of money.
They
They're
are
a lot of money.
You know what I have? I have the black and red U2 one with there's autographs on the back. When you bought it, it came with their whole catalog on it.
Oh wow.
You'll have people complain. Then they get arrested. You do a prisoner transport with 5.
Mike,
to 7.
where are you going with this, Mike?
No,
I just came out.
No, I'm saying you're doing a prisoner transport with 7 guys, 3
Okay.
cops.
Right.
They
And
tell you to put the rap music on.
who does? The perp?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it on.
And
We're not
every-
animals.
and everyone's saying it.
Right.
Everyone's happy in the van.
All right. Now, I don't know that I would say it in a van.
Well, now you gotta have the body cameras, but
Yeah, I don't.
Before,
I wouldn't want to
even do it
say
in the
that
van.
word.
I wouldn't do it.
Oh, wait a minute. You were Freed. You were singing it in the van with the perps.
I wasn't.
You were.
I've witnessed.
Well, kind of sound like you were.
You witnessed it.
I witnessed.
Oh, okay.
Wow, God. So
Perps don't care. They'll tell. You asked.
So to bring this back,
Yeah. Okay.
male cheerleaders.
oh,
This is where
Oh.
we're going.
you
So-
want to? Wait, no. You know what? No.
You wanna break?
Let's take a
don't have
break. Take a
problem-
break
Can I
first.
just say one thing? I don't have a problem with male cheerleaders.
Well, we'll come back. To
No,
it.
we're
Take
gonna
a break.
we're gonna
All
come
right.
back to this, man. Let these guys get up and stretch.
How many? 3?
Yeah,
5, 3?
yeah, 3 to 5 minutes,
Yeah,
something
okay.
like that. Get up and stretch, boys.
Very good.
Then we'll get back to the cheerleaders and
Other
circle
things.
back to
And
baseball
weather-
again.
and weather porn.
Yes. Hurricane Aaron.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
The Minnesota Vikings just upset a lot of people after becoming the first NFL team to have multiple male cheerleaders. So the Minnesota Vikings made an announcement earlier today that they will now have 2 male cheerleaders on their roster this year, and that is the first NFL team in history to do so. You have Louie, who is their main male cheerleader this year, and you also have Blaze, who is the other male cheerleader on their roster. And this list was released today, something I bet a lot of you didn't know. There are actually 12 teams this year in the NFL that are going to have male cheerleaders on their roster. So in case you didn't know, if you are a fan of the Minnesota Vikings, Baltimore Ravens, Los Angeles Rams, New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, San Francisco 49ers, New England Patriots, Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or my team, the Carolina Panthers, are actually the only team in the NFL to have a transgender person on their cheerleading team.
Where do you go from up? From there, rather.
So
I'm excited to find out.
A good point before we jump into the NFL is to mention something that Mike brought up to me earlier about the Texas A&M cheerleaders, Mike.
Right. Since 1900, they've only had a male cheerleading squad, the Yell Leaders.
Were there broads in that school though in 1900? It's agriculture and
mechanical.
Yeah.
So there were probably no women in the 1900s.
No, there were.
Come on, bro. There were people in agriculture and mechanics in 1900 women in that college. I doubt it.
Blue, can you look that up?
Yes, there were.
There you go. See?
Hey, please.
I don't know.
Please.
She appreciates my tone.
At least
my
he
tone
used her name.
Yeah, my tone says please.
He said blue just like I did.
No, you didn't say
and you
blue.
didn't say please.
No,
I
you
said
didn't
blue.
say blue. You said look this up.
Yes.
I said blue.
100%.
No,
you did not.
You didn't say blue.
You're having a
look this
little
up,
recollection
just
problem
like
today,
you said his name, which I'm not going to get tricked into
I'm
saying.
gonna file something, a hostile work environment.
Because
here,
I
Brian.
have the 100% honey, sweet and swiney, the last bottle here as well. I'll take a little sip with you. I got banged up. Last time I started drinking this, I started saying letters with consonant words.
All right, if I look this up correctly, it says in 1900, women on farms played vital roles in both household management and agricultural production.
Okay, I didn't ask that. I didn't.
Anyway.
I asked if they were in the fucking college, not if they were doing farming.
So
of course they did the farming.
I'm
the
sure-
men made them farm.
I'm sure women were in college at that point, but the idea of the cheerleaders in the NFL is not, I believe, the Texas A&M cheerleaders, and the idea of who does what.
So you say they're
It's-
real
They're
men,
not the bottom of the pyramid.
It's
Right,
or they're not bottoms in general.
It's the idea is what they're promoting in the NFL. As I told you before, Roger Goodell is a screaming liberal and parrots everything that goes on.
But the Yell Leaders do what cheerleaders do, but it's weird how they.
What are they
how
called?
Yell Leaders.
Yell leaders.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
YELL.
That could be
leaders.
you. You could be a
I was
yell.
going to say
you could
that
be
sounds
a
like a
yell
title I
leader.
should have.
You
I
could
So
be a
should
now,
yell
have
so
a
now,
business
so now
card.
they can't even be cheerleaders anymore. Oh, someone forgot to turn his phone off. Wait, find it.
No, it's not my phone.
That is your phone.
No, it's my computer.
So
So-
they're not even cheerleaders anymore. They're yell leaders.
Yell Leaders. They lead they're considered the 12th men of the.
Men is subjective, but go ahead.
Wait a minute. They're considered the 12th men.
Yeah, that's a big thing in Texas A&M.
That's
The noise.
That's the 12th men of the.
Is that a
If you
broad
look
or a
up-
dude? I can't tell from here.
Oh, that's the transgendered from the the Panthers cheerleader, right? That's a
All right.
transgendered.
That's the 12th men on the football field. In
May
case
I ask
anybody's
a
wondering.
question?
You may.
All right.
Wait, depends on what that question
The
is.
floor is yours.
The question is this, and thank you for Eddie Gray I'm on Eddie Cam right now.
You are on Eddie Cam. Look at you,
I'm
bro.
on Eddie Cam, our third camera. Right
You're not
now.
on Eddie Cam.
I shook him down for camera on air last week.
Yeah, you
Very
did.
nice.
You know what we could use?
Actually, you promised him love. You said, I love you, but I could love you a little bit more. Really
I'm
abusive.
giving him
like-
love by saying we're going to call that camera Eddie Cam. Isn't that love?
It is.
Now, if somebody wants something else named after them, we could use a mobile camera for when we go out and shoot stuff on the streets. We're doing stuff on the streets now.
You're like a man about town, a man on the street.
It's called Mike on the Beat.
Oh,
Yeah, and I go out and I do games like Maced in the Face, and at the trivia, and you get sprayed in the face if you don't get it wrong, stuff like that.
Stay away from that.
We haven't done it yet, but we're gonna do it.
What,
Anyway,
what was your question?
my
Michael?
question is this: why does everything have to be announced? Right? Why does it have to be? We have a transgender. We have. I mean, obviously, Blaze is gay.
Correct.
Right? Because his name isn't Bob or Jim, it's Blaze. He's very flamboyant. He's gay.
She.
No, it's a boy. He's a he. He didn't say he's a she.
Aren't they? Isn't he transgender?
No,
Blaze?
they're just openly gay.
I thought that was a.
See, here's my problem now when we start asking questions. It leads me to something else. And now this is a little separate from the cheerleading, but I just want to throw this question out there, and then I'm going to be done for this show because I don't want to take you down an uncensored path.
You can do whatever you like.
Okay, let me ask this question because I don't know. And I want the knowledge and I want to know because I want to be respectful to everybody. Okay, here's my question. If you were a female, if you were a male.
No, stay where you're going.
If you
I like
were
where you
a
were going with
female
this.
and you transgender to a male.
Oh, no, I don't know where you're going.
No, if you were a male and you transgender to a female and then you're banging guys now, are you gay?
Yes.
But you're not because you're a female and you're banging a guy. So
You are going down the road that, okay, we're in an uncensored moment. No, the wound that you have to take medication for the rest of your life is not a functioning vagina. Therefore, you are a male. So
Jesus
you are
Christ,
gay.
he's like a
So
professor.
you're saying anybody that is a transgender is still a man?
Yes.
You're saying that?
Yes. And they're mentally ill.
Okay.
Oh,
So
there you
then
go.
you're not.
All right, Mike,
what are we-
Mike,
what are
you're
we
really
doing,
gonna
Mike?
have to
Mike,
fix
what's
this,
going
Mike.
on here?
What?
Mike,
Oh,
your
my God.
phone says more, and your computer say more than you do on any given fucking show.
This is true. Why don't you put weather on there? You could give us weather updates every 15 minutes around the nation.
We used to have Lieutenant Bella's blue weather,
Oh, yeah?
but she dropped off the face of the earth. Who knows where she is? She's probably at some fucking porn.
Well,
convention
Yeah, I
somewhere.
was just wondering what happened to her too. the
Yeah.
other
She was a
day.
real lieutenant in Chicago or somewhere,
That doesn't surprise.
and she had OnlyFans, and then now she's a porn star.
How long till the XXXY Athletics gets on this cheerleading thing? Because if you think about
Haven't they
it,
already? Haven't they?
I don't know if they've touched it yet. Because this is the thing, male cheerleading is not something new.
No,
It actually was.
It's
a low key way
it's
to.
why-
It's in college.
but it's
Every
why
college team
It's
has
a
male
low key
cheerleaders.
way to scale to score tail. But
That's
this,
true.
I mean,
It's not?
these guys. It's
No,
not.
That's true.
These guys are the bottom of the pyramid. They're actually insanely strong.
Yes.
And
they were the
like,
original grab her by the pussy people.
100%.
the male cheerleaders. 'Cause you have to.
what these
Yes. When you
male
hold them up.
cheerleaders,
Yes.
what these male cheerleaders are
Watch where the
doing.
thumb is.
Blue, is that a yoga pose? Like happy baby? Grab her by the pussy? Is that a yoga
No.
pose? Okay.
Male cheerleading, grab her
I
by
mean,
the pussy.
yeah, maybe we can like make a yoga.
Yeah,
pose.
I
I don't know.
I don't think you want to make that yoga pose. Thank you very much.
Maybe,
I don't-
hey,
you wanna leave that
I mean, I guess it depends
apparently
on
you
who it
haven't been
is.
listening to many shows. She hog ties people and throws them in the back of her trunk. She might want to grab her by the
You
pussy
never,
pose.
you never
Who
know.
knows?
You never know.
All right,
But what-
I'm not going to say any. I'm
Oh, that's
hijacking
a
the show.
lie. That's a lie.
I'm
That's a
hijacking
lie.
the show.
That's a
I'm
lie.
going to sit here quiet, drinking my 100% honey, sweet and swiney bourbon by
Feel-
a 3-quart.
Feel free to join in because we're making up for loquacious Mike over here.
Mime Freed.
Mind Freed and the Professor. You both now have monikers. You have monikers. They're
But
going
now
to stick.
now you got to be like a teenage girl and go on your Chat GPT and make the professor.
I'm going to make a Professor Chat GPT.
You're not gonna
I'm
make
not going to make one. I'm going to make one.
So the difference is from these former, hulks of male gymnasts, which is essentially what they were when they were male cheerleaders.
Yes.
I mean, they're absolute beasts.
Those are the ones in gym when we were kids. They made it to the top of the rope.
These-
yes, and hung with one hand.
These guys are not supplementing women; they're supplanting them.
They are correct. They're taking jobs from
They're
women,
absolutely
Which was-
replacing women.
which, if you recall, two episodes ago, we talked about that for days about Title IX and how it's taking actual jobs and opportunities away from.
I mean,
scholarships away from women.
this guy on a screen, he is not trying to be the bottom of the pyramid.
No, he's not.
He is absolutely.
He's trying to be the pyramid.
Right?
Yeah.
Now,
which everything else is on top of.
Something I was going to bring up. There will be now. There's many teams that don't have male cheerleaders, but there is one team that has told them adamantly there will never be a male or a transgender cheerleader on their field, and
For
that
now.
is The Dallas
How about
Cowboys.
the
Thank you
Giants?
very
They don't
much.
even have cheerleaders at all.
I don't think
Did you see the Patriots?
there should only be one cheerleading squad. The Dallas Cowboys.
Did you-
That is the only cheerleaders that should be
I
in
watched
the NFL.
that. I watched that on Netflix.
That should be
The making
only,
of when they try out and
the
stuff.
only team that should have them.
Look at your
Hubba hubba.
This is what your New England Patriots. Somebody call up Portnoy. I mean,
You know something? I'll go this far. I don't mind if you want to have male cheerleaders, but you're advertising them in a way where you're trying to push a message. And that, once again,
Which is
I
the LGBTQ.
that's
which
what it
once
is.
again the NFL
And I
that's
don't.
all they do.
And
They
I
become
told
a
you before
platform.
what sports is for me, and I think I speak for a
To get out
majority
of
of
that.
people, is to get away from this stuff.
Right.
So Kaepernick for you.
Right.
Got and you as well, got you guys away from a sport because it wasn't about sport anymore. And yes, you can do the 67 Olympics and you can do all these other things that happen. I realize politics finds its way into everything. I mean, Cassius Clay changed his name, didn't go to Vietnam, the whole thing. You've got like all the black baseball players and Lou Brock, making the was it Lou Brock? No.
All right, but in fairness,
the one that made the union and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But this is not that.
in fairness, Muhammad Ali, the people at the Olympics, others that came before Kaepernick, they suffered. I mean, if you think about our country, only 70 years ago, African Americans, blacks, whatever, right? Because every term, like you said, were being sprayed with hoses and attacked by dogs at the hands of police. That's only 70 years ago. People that came up then were fighting. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't racism in the world. There is. But let's be honest. It's a much better place for all minorities than it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
in the United States of America.
And, right.
Correct.
In the United
right,
States.
in
You have
the
to be
greatest
no, you have
country
to
in
be
the world.
specific.
In the greatest country in the world.
There's
Now,
still 167
Kaepernick was raised by a white family,
adopted.
adopted by a white family,
Yes.
upper middle class.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not saying I can't speak for him of what he suffered or didn't suffer, but let's be real. He's like fucking the Fresh Prince, right? He was brought up with fucking money and privilege. Okay. Don't preach to me. He's light-skinned black. He's looked down upon by a lot of African Americans too.
My issue was not Colin Kaepernick. It was just the example of something that's not sports injecting itself into sports, which I don't like.
Well, I think
Kaepernick,
whatever the fuck his name is, every day, because that's what inspired me to do Proud Pig. He wore the pigs on the socks.
Yep.
And what do you come on?
And
that dude never got pulled over by the cops and was fucking bullshit.
He became oppressed when he realized that he wasn't going to be a starting quarterback anymore, and nobody wanted, nobody trusted his skills anymore, and all of a sudden, then he became oppressed. And
Can you imagine being a starting quarterback on a storied NFL franchise and saying you're oppressed?
John,
all these other
remember
guys
when Mike's like, I'm not going to say anything anymore.
What
I'm
about the ones that
hijacking
run
your
around
show.
and say they're treated like slaves? You're
Right.
making fucking
Well,
$100 million,
well,
$50 million.
the whole Colin Kaepernick thing
Fuck out.
you were talking about is, I agree, fuck out of here with that. But the whole thing with Colin Kaepernick was, if you want to know the football side of it, is he goes to the NFC Championship that first year because they hadn't figured him out yet.
Right.
And then they figured out he couldn't roll left and he couldn't do a second read. So
And
every
everybody's
defense,
It's like a pitcher the second time through the lineup. Same thing.
So every,
See how I bring it to sports?
indeed. So I was trying to do that as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
every defense in the league that second year, he has a
Gotcha.
cannon. He had a cannon of an arm, but they knew he couldn't do the second read, and they forced him to roll left, and he couldn't throw the ball to throw left, and that's why he lost his job, and that's when he found racism in the league,
Right.
and racism everywhere.
By the way, I still love that Theo Vaughn calls them Throza Parks.
I wish I had his mind. Maybe I don't, because he's fucking out there, but
He's definitely out there. But
he's a clever.
yes.
So to tie something else in, bringing back my beloved Cowboys again, Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones and the battle going on with them. Now, I have one view. Jerry Jones has done this before. He's done that with Dak Prescott.
Everyone.
He's done it with a couple of other players where he shits all over them. And there's this big protracted battle. I think they're going to sign Micah Parsons. I didn't want them to sign Dak Prescott. I wanted them to go another direction because Dak, as I've said many times, is not the answer for the Dallas Cowboys. He's not going to take them to the promised land. But Micah Parsons and him are going back and forth. Now, do I think Micah Parsons has this head on his shoulders because he's a bit insane that he may go? He might. But I think it's just this whole contract negotiation thing. I think that's where it's going. And
Right.
What do you think about it?
Well, to
Who's
bring
Micah Parsons?
It's a linebacker, edge rusher for the Cowboys.
Oh no, because I thought you were talking about quarterbacks, and I'm like, I don't recognize
Dak
that name.
Prescott's the quarterback.
Oh no, I know that. Well, that's debatable.
I've debated that many times with myself.
He's hired to be the quarterback.
Yes.
Now with the how can I forget his name?
We're not surprised by that. But
No,
Kraft.
Patriots don't. Kraft.
Yeah.
Kraft.
The massage guy.
Every player
It's not a
that
crime.
Nope. It's a pleasure.
he basically does the same thing Jerry Jones does.
Yes.
Low balls his players if he doesn't. But how come no one from New England has technically complained?
Because they win Super Bowls in New England. They don't win them in Dallas.
They're not winning a Super Bowl for 50 years. You had a once-in-a-lifetime talent with Tom Brady, who took less money because he was making money on the outside, so we're able to sign people. And Bill Belichick learned he wasn't the greatest coach in the world after Tom Brady left because Tom Brady won a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay.
Well, and come to think
Is
of
he
it,
the greatest quarterback of all time?
All time. Yes. All time, bar none.
I agree.
which
Second is Ken Stabler.
this is going to bring me to back to baseball with the Patriots.
Or Al Bundy.
Robert Kraft brings in the
He was a running back. Polk High.
brings the second
Quarterback.
He was a quarterback.
Oh, was he?
5 touchdowns.
He was a halfback.
Absolutely was a quarterback.
5 quarterbacks.
I thought he was a
5 touchdowns.
halfback.
5 touchdowns.
Kraft would bring in these
Mike is not engaging in our married with children conversation. He's just not.
Kraft will bring in these second-tier players to replace, who do you replace?
Other players.
Other big guys. Baseball, you do that.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Freed sports reviews are like the Ninjas movie reviews.
Right.
There's a great movie. I can't remember the guy. I can't remember the guy that was in it.
Have you ever seen a Blue Ninja movie review?
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy that was in it, but you'll like it. Different take on it.
I'm getting
Go see it. Poof.
And that's
Poof.
it. Poof. He's gone.
But no, like with our Mets, the fans complain every time they bring someone in. Like they brought in instead of Quintana, they brought in Montas. Kraft brings in some other guy who hasn't been that's mediocre. No one complains. Why?
Mets, Yankees are in a mass media market. Whether you like it or not, the Dallas Cowboys are the franchise team of the NFL. They're the most hated or most liked. They get the most generation. So anything that happens with those teams is the reason why people react the way they do.
I'll say that's
So
fair.
Dallas is the most recognizable NFL team.
Yeah, Cowboys are the Yankees.
What's the
of
most
NFL.
recognizable baseball team? The
Yankees. 100%.
Hockey? Is it Montreal Canadiens or Toronto Maple Leafs?
Well, one of the big six, but the problem with the Montreal Canadiens is they don't play in a major market. So
Maple Leafs?
you'd have to go the Rangers. You have to go the
I
Rangers.
think the Montreal can. Yeah, maybe.
Everybody talks about the Rangers.
I know,
Everybody talks
I
about
cry
the
every
Rangers.
year. What about basketball? Is it the Lakers or the Celtics?
It's not anymore. It was the Lakers and the Celtics. I would go the Celtics for the Lakers. What
about soccer?
Oh, it's Liverpool.
Nobody knows.
Liverpool,
Nobody
right?
knows.
It's Liverpool.
No, I watch, dude. You don't
Oh,
understand.
now you're on to soccer.
I do. I
And
watch
now-
it. I watch it when I wake up on Sunday morning.
It's great.
And
If I get up too late, if I get up early, I watch soccer, and then I watch.
NFL.
Then I watch the Sunday Channel 2. What's that? Sunday morning, the news, the thing, the different. What's that on Channel 2?
So do me a favor. Can
Sunday
you
morning.
Sunday
find
morning.
me
Yeah, watch that.
the theme to This Week in Baseball, Dawn? See if you can find that and
Oh
put
my
that in the
God,
music.
No, don't.
If you can, yeah. What
At
are we
least-
gonna do?
At
We're
least
gonna
he
we're,
said please this time.
we're
No,
gonna
here's why.
we're gonna get dinged for
we're mon-
money that we don't even know that we
We're
have.
monetized, and we've earned over $50 and 30. That just cost us 17 cents. I'm trying to run a fucking business here.
You're only going to get one finger of whiskey because you don't have enough money to buy that bottle.
$50.37, but I don't know
This
where
Week in
I
Baseball,
don't know
Dawn.
where it is.
This
Mike.
Week in Baseball
I
theme
can't-
song.
I
Jonathan,
can't
I
get
don't know where
anything
it
off of
is.
YouTube.
We
It won't let me.
made $50.37,
Yes.
and it's somewhere out there in the clouds. And every time he plays that fucking camel jockey
lose it.
song, we lose 17 cents.
They put the
Jesus.
they put the it's all in Bitcoin.
It actually,
you gotta have the code.
in fairness, it's Russian to be.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Why did you say Jesus when I said camel jockey?
Oh my!
A person on top of a camel that rides a camel is a fucking camel jockey. A person that gets on a horse and rides a horse is a horse jockey. Why are we? What the fuck are we doing here, Professor?
Words matter. Apparently, words matter.
So what do you want me to call the guy that rides the fucking camel? A camel rider?
Yeah.
Does it change what he's?
Yeah.
Does it
I mean,
change the action?
What do you
of
call
he's
somebody?
doing?
What do you call somebody that rides a horse?
One hump or two.
A horse rider.
A horse rider. Oh, all right.
A horse
A horse
jockey.
rider.
Not if they're
You
racing.
do not. You just call him a jockey. You don't say a horse jockey. You
Well,
say a
if he's
jockey.
riding a horse, I call him a
So
horse
why don't you
jockey.
just
If he's
call
riding
it-
a camel?
That's
I call him a camel
true.
jockey.
It's true.
If he's
It's
riding
not.
an elephant, I call him an elephant jockey. If he's riding dawn, I call him a dawn jockey.
It's not a lawn; it's a lawn jockey.
Yeah, a lawn jockey. No, that's a whole.
All right, sorry. This is a sports show. Stick to
Anyway,
it.
yeah, stick to sports.
Remember when Mike wasn't going to say anything for the rest of the show?
I remember that.
He was just
I'm
going
just
to.
trying to pick up fucking mind-freed slack.
And your Dallas Cowboys are the number one richest.
Well,
12 billion?
for NFL,
Is there who's what franchises? Well, we don't know because they haven't gone up for sale. But I would
Liverpool.
say the Yankees are
Liverpool.
worth more than the Yankees.
Yes, Liverpool's
No
worth
way.
a ton of
Yes,
money. Yes.
For the world, yeah.
Blue, can you look that up?
The English Premier
The value of
the English
the
Premier
most.
League.
Hold on, we're gonna get it. The most valuable sports franchise of any sport.
It's Liverpool.
The English Premier League.
Well,
is
I'll tell you something right now. You two fucking sports
The-
guys better be
the-
right, and Josh and I.
the English Premier
There you
League.
Son
go.
of a bitch.
See, this is how it starts.
The
There
English
you go.
Premier League is the richest league in the world. By far.
That's good
It's not
shit.
even close.
No one
Not
can
even
really touch any soccer team.
You know the only thing that hurts me about Liverpool?
Not any soccer team. Maybe Liverpool. That remains to be seen. Blue's looking it up.
Well, Real Madrid's worth a lot of money too, and they're not part
The
of
most
English Premier League.
valuable sports franchise in the world is Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh, I thought it was Liverpool.
Is there a top five? Can we get the top five? Or am I asking too much? Or are you going to tell me, my Google doesn't do that because I only look at bakery items?
Wow.
Or the weather.
That was kind of aggressive.
A little aggressive.
What in the wide world of podcast domestics did we just have right there?
Because she always says that. To me.
But
Can you look that up for me, Mike? Because my Google doesn't find that.
Soccer.
It's only bringing up NFL. Even
Soccer is the
See, our Google's only bringing up NFL.
For the top five, it's only
Soccer
bringing
is
up.
the
It's
most is the wealthiest league anywhere in the world.
I mean, I guess it
Soccer,
makes
English
sense when you
Premier
see
League.
some of their games. I mean, they
Which is why the NFL wants to get in over there and get a team over there.
Well, here that's off my list, but we'll do that.
Okay.
I don't think the NFL should do anything other than maybe put like a team in Canada or
I was
going to
say
Mexico.
Canada would be
Or
good.
Mexico. Put a team in Mexico.
And then we'd have problems with ice.
But that's the whole point. Yeah, we would. But there's
But
not.
if the team in Mexico
but-
has to be all Mexicans.
But there would not be a.
and a team in Canada has to be all Canadians.
Ask yourself as a player.
I will build a great wall
A-
on
ask
our
your-
southern border, and I
ask-
will have Mexico pay for that
Ask
wall.
yourself a question
my
about
words.
being a player.
Right.
Okay. You're a player in the NFL. You want to live in London and play your games 5 hours earlier than everybody else.
I want to
And then-
live
and then-
where
and-
the climate is the nicest and the taxes are the least.
But then never mind the team that's over there. Okay. That team has to travel back here.
the Barcelona Dragons.
So you've got this jet lag coming back. Every team has to go over there. The logistics of it. There'll never be an NFL team in Europe. There will be games in Europe. That's
Right.
a big deal.
Okay.
That's a big deal. They sell those out.
Right.
But there'll never be a team there. No. They want it, but it's not going to happen. And no player will want to play there.
So
It's-
looking up between what the soccer and the football is that soccer does not make more money than the American football. The National Football League in the United States generates more revenue than any other sports league globally.
Wow.
So the top five,
I've-
that's probably why it only brought up NFL teams.
I was
Okay.
I was told the English Premier League is the richest league.
Who
in the
told you
world.
that?
I was told.
I have
My
the top.
people, my people.
Freed.
I have the top five. Dallas
They.
Dallas Cowboys 12.8, Golden State Warriors 9.1
Golden
billion,
State.
New York Knicks at 8.3 billion, Lakers at 8.1, and the Yankees are 7.9.
Golden State Warriors.
Golden State
Well,
Warriors.
because they
Damn,
have,
I would never
because they
would've-
won
Steph Curry.
those championships. What they win 2 out of 5 years or something. They
Yeah.
won 2 out of 5 years or something.
Yeah,
I,
but still.
I was told Liverpool. Well, the only negative to Liverpool is LeBron James is part owner, and
Oh.
that bothers me.
But
Ugh.
last year,
Not a fan.
It bothers me.
last year the Cowboys were worth 6.6 supposedly.
Cowboys are the richest franchise.
And doesn't Jerry Jones have a piece of the Yankees too? I've heard that.
I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
Dawn.
Which is probably why they haven't won in a while.
Because they, I haven't been to Yankee Stadium in years, but I've also been told that they cross.
Dawn, if we can check, Jerry Jones,
Reference their
does he have a piece
merchandise.
of the Yankees?
Does Jerry Jones own a piece of the Yankees?
Yankees, by the way.
My Google says cupcakes.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to Yankee Stadium because it's an absolute freaking nightmare to go to a game.
I don't like
It's
it.
horrible.
It's too.
No,
I don't like
no,
it.
no. I'm not talking about watching a game. To get
No, I'm
to
talking about the
game,
stadium. I'm just talking about the stadium in
Stadium's
general.
awful.
I wish they.
So when they rebuilt the stadium, because I worked both, you took away the fans out of that stadium. Because I remember that old stadium. That stadium rocked. If I was working in the upper decks, I mean, that upper deck was rocking. Everybody was together. It was, and now you're all sectioned off. There's like, even the bleacher creatures aren't the same. They try and call it a bleacher. It's not a bleacher anymore.
May
I
I?
talked to Bald Diddy a couple times.
May I?
Yes, sir.
I've been to a lot of sporting events all over the country, a lot of cool games. The loudest I've ever been at a stadium, and it was scary, was the game where it was the Mets just went into the World Series, 2000. Mets just went in.
Yes.
Yankees were playing the Seattle Mariners. Game 6. 7th inning, down by 2. And David Justice hit a 3-run home run.
This was before or after he beat up Halle Berry?
Before.
Okay.
And because Yankees win that, it's a Subway Series.
Yes.
Mets were already in. They went in the day before. And David Justice hit that home run. And Jonathan, I thought the stadium was going to collapse.
Crazy.
The whole stadium. You could look around. I mean, I don't know that when you looked across from, I was in third base side. When you looked across out into the outfield and across to the first base side, I was on the third base side. It looked like, and I don't.
It was built that way to do that.
The fucking thing and the energy and the noise, and it didn't stop for like 5 minutes.
Correct.
It was insane. I've never been at a game before or since then that was that.
I mean,
loud.
I realized they wanted to monetize the stadium some more. That's why they did it.
Right.
I get it. You're in the business to make money.
Right.
They
took away all the character.
They took away the character from everything.
Right.
And have you been? I refuse to call it Citi Field. Have you been to Shea?
No.
It's a great place to watch a game.
No, I haven't been there.
Fantastic place to watch.
So it's a long ride for me from Pennsylvania. And I'm not a Met fan.
15 minutes longer than the Yankees.
Yeah. That seems like 15 minutes maybe in miles, but not with cars and traffic and everything else.
I can tell you they never should have tore that old stadium down.
I know why they did it.
In the off season.
I loved it.
I had the opportunity to walk on Fenway's field, and
great place to watch a game.
Great place.
Never saw a game there, but I can tell you there's something.
Fantastic.
When they talk about, they used to refer to Yankee Stadium as it was a cathedral of baseball. They talk about,
Fenway's the cathedral of baseball.
Well, now and Wrigley,
it always was.
There's something about being on that field where giants were like these like historical
it's a ballpark.
giants were
It's
there.
a ballpark. It's not a stadium.
Wrigley's
the same way. They're redoing Dodgers, but I got to see a game.
What did they change at Wrigley besides putting the lights on? Did they do anything else to the
outfield? They redid the outfield. They have new seats in there now.
Did they actually put seats on the roof of the buildings?
They were always there, but they monetized them, and now it's owned by like a SeatGeek or one of those things.
Right. They paid to name it.
Right.
Much like the here,
because
Tactical Financial Studios.
Yes.
So like you could say Tactical Solutions.
I said financial.
Which, by the way, in December, those naming rights are gone, and the naming rights are up for grab here. So if anybody's interested in having the naming rights of this studio, hit me up.
Go.
Give you a discount.
But so I got an opportunity to watch a game in LA, at Chavez Ravine, because they've actually redone that stadium now, so it's not the same. When I tell you the most relaxed baseball game I've ever been in my life,
Dodger Stadium.
It's just the only problem.
So they're not like Raiders fans at Dodger.
No.
Okay.
It's the only problem with that stadium is there's no mass transport. I imagine there's buses, but there's no easy way to get there. The parking costs a fortune.
Well, there's not a lot of mass transportation in LA, is there?
No.
Right.
But the idea of that stadium, I mean, when you're just sitting there and the moon is going right down, little bit right center field, and it's 82 degrees, and there's a breeze, and everybody's just having a good time.
Have you ever been to Pittsburgh?
I have not.
Get out of my head. I was just going to say that.
A lot
everyone
of people have
says it's
told
a
me
great
that's probably the best,
PNC Bank.
probably the best
PNC Park.
PNC Park.
Yep.
I don't know what it's rate. Can you look up and see what the best top 5
Pittsburgh-
rated stadiums
I
are?
guarantee you
Everybody
Pittsburgh's-
tells me Pittsburgh is like the
I
greatest
guarantee you
place.
Pittsburgh's in the top 5.
Pittsburgh should not have a team.
It's a shame they don't spend money. I mean, they could.
Skeens is going away.
He's gone.
They can't pay these players.
Why didn't they trade him and get a boatload of shit for him?
Because the fan base would have went bananas.
But they're going to lose him anyway.
Yeah, they lose everybody. The Pittsburgh Pirates and a couple of other teams for Yankee fans were basically the Yankees farm team. They used to because they make no money, so the Yankees would give them money and take all their best players.
That was
What happened to
the
them,
Oakland
man? They
A's
were-
were Major League
in the
Baseball's
late
farm team.
in the mid to late 70s, they were one of the best teams.
Willie
I mean,
Stargell,
Willie,
yeah,
we are
yeah.
family.
Yep.
The pillbox hats, the whole 9 yards.
I don't know how you could be a fan of some of these teams. You know your team is never going to the World Series.
But what about the Brewers?
Well, every once in a while there's
Or the Royals?
every
or,
once
you
in a
know.
while there's one.
Yeah.
But like the maybe not
Well,
this.
because it's like you Met fans.
Well,
There's cohesion in
you Met fans.
there's cohesion in misery. I mean, think for how many years Cubs fans their whole identity was their misery.
Red Sox too.
I mean, that's there's a lot of teams that are that way. It's there's unity in the suffering.
How about this?
One day maybe
top
you'll be
5
able to
stadiums.
actually wear a Mets
Top-
jersey with some kind of pride.
Look at this Yankee.
Lou,
When's
top
the-
5.
when's the last time you did anything relevant?
Top 5.
Anyway, so
Top 5. Wait, Aaron
top
Boone.
5.
That's why.
Top 5 MLB stadiums: PNC Park,
Boom.
Pittsburgh,
Wow.
Petco Park, San Diego, Citizens Bank Park, Philadelphia, Oracle.
Philly.
No, that's a good stadium.
Philly.
No,
It
the
is-
fans
it
are
is-
fucking nuts. The stadium's nice.
Oh, I had fun when I went to a Phillies game.
Yeah.
It was my only baseball
Stadiums
game.
are
though.
nice.
So,
Stadium's
Oracle
nice.
Park in San Francisco and Wrigley Field in Chicago.
Wow, there
Wow.
you go.
Not even Fenway.
No.
Wow. I love
Well,
Fenway.
Fenway for the
Fenway.
history, but it's not
Fenway.
exactly the greatest place to fucking. It's not
It's too
comfortable.
small.
and-
Small,
Yeah.
yeah.
I went to the Boston. I was at the Boston Garden when it was still the Boston Garden. I saw a Bruins game there. Fucking horrible. Wood seats. It was fucking horrible.
Do they still have the parquet floor for the Celtics?
I think that never goes away, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, they still have it.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't think it's the Garden in Boston Garden anymore.
Right.
They named it.
But
Probably,
the,
I think TD Bank.
Our,
As a matter of fact.
our place will be a
but-
lot cheaper to name than
but just
TD Bank.
just for purposes of the Yankees, the luxury of being a Yankee fan is that even if you don't win the series, your team is probably going to make the playoffs almost every year.
Not this year.
Almost.
I don't think they're gonna
almost.
make it
but
this year.
but almost every year.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's something. There's something to be said about that.
Nah, it doesn't mean
No,
shit.
no, no,
Unless you
well,
win a World Series, it's a failure.
whatever.
Well,
I'm getting-
you gotta
I'm
remember,
Last year was a failure. They lost to the Dodgers in the
You
World
got-
Series.
you gotta
That-
remember,
no one,
I
no
grew
one
up-
was beating the Dodgers.
I grew
failure.
up in the '80s with some of the worst Yankees teams
Right.
in the history of the
and they
Yankees.
still won World Series in the 80s.
no,
Did
they
they
didn't.
win one?
No,
They won
they-
one.
no,
No,
I
1980.
think they made it in '81
They
They
lost
won-
in
they won-
'76 to the Reds. They won in
They won in 80.
'77
until
against the
recently.
Dodgers.
Until recently, the '80s was the only decade the Yankees did not win a World
Huh.
Series in. Yeah.
They-
Yep.
They
No.
won. They lost in '76. They won in '77. They won in '78. '79 was the Pirates. '80s, I think they
Dodgers.
went back and they lost. Right.
The
I think I
Dodgers.
thought it was '81. They lost
81.
81.
80 was the
I
Dodgers
believe.
at Valenzuela.
Yep. So yeah, so the '80s. So my formative years, I lived through the only decade to that point that the Yankees hadn't won a World Series.
Yeah,
Just
but you got Derek
but-
Jeter and Mariano Rivera in the 90s.
well, that came in the '90s. Yeah. And bye Balboni,
But
Jesse
before that,
Barfield, Mel
before that, we
Hall,
had Alvaro Espinosa.
oh,
And,
Oscar Azokar. I mean,
my-
come on, man, superstars.
My favorite Yankee
Len
story is still,
Cicada.
my favorite Yankee story is still Doc Ellis high on LSD pitching a complete game.
and fucking and
Dave Wells.
Dave Wells, perfect game.
Perfect game was
fucking
hungover.
drunk,
Hungover.
half
Yeah.
in a bag.
I used to drink with David Wells.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would go out with us after the games. He used to go to a bar in Manhattan North. Like
You could tell he was a
small one.
knockaround guy. You could,
Oh,
yeah.
you could tell.
Gentleman,
Yep.
absolute gentleman. The nicest Yankee I ever met was Jason Giambi. The nicest guy
Really?
by far.
Mariano
What a
Rivera.
gentleman. What a gentleman.
You probably met him when he was off cycle, so he wasn't rage roiding.
No, he never raged. He never raged.
No.
He was a gentleman, an absolute
I
gentleman.
liked him when he was on the Yankees. Giambi.
Yeah.
I had his jersey.
Only guy ever to do it honest. He talk honestly. He said, "Yeah, I took it." He said right away.
Yeah.
He lied.
Mariano Rivera was my dude. That same thing. Perfect gentleman. And honest to God, if his people didn't pull him, like, yo, come on, literally, in this case, literally, Mo, like, Mo, come on, we got a plane to get on, like, we got to go.
Yep.
He would still be standing there talking to us, just
And
soft spoken.
Who's your favorite baseball player of all time? Is it Tom Seaver for you?
Seaver.
It is for you. Okay. What about you?
Seaver.
You too?
Yeah.
What about you, Mo?
Mattingly.
Really?
Yeah, for a minute, for a short span, Jeter started to, but then no, Mattingly.
Thurman Munson for me.
Thurman was great.
Grew up on Thurman Munson.
Honest.
My first bat day.
I was in Cape Cod when he died. I remember that.
First bat day, I got a
Everybody
Thurman
was
Munson
crying.
bat.
Everybody was crying out there.
I didn't know who he was. I was very young, and I said to my uncle, "What is this Herman Munster?" I wanted Greg Nettles. Greg Nettles was my favorite at the time, but then he said, "No, you hold on to that bat." And he said to me, because my uncle was the one who took me to ball games, taught me how to keep score, all that kind of stuff.
I
My
used to
dad
do all
was
that
never
stuff.
into baseball, so my uncle took me to all the games. And then he's like pointing out things to me about Munson.
Yeah.
Tell me he's the captain and watch the way he plays. And he leads by example. And then I gravitated. I thought was always my favorite players were like that.
Sure.
Munson, O'Neill, Lenny Dykstra. I mean, not post Lenny Dykstra when he was playing. Pete Rose, number 2, my all-time second.
I have a hard time with my second favorite Met. I really wanted. I'd have to
Ed
go.
Kranepool.
Strawberry.
It's Mike Piazza, but I mean,
Okay.
I had guy single-handedly.
I love
lifted the
Piazza.
Mets.
Well, I don't love him. I like him.
And that home run he hit after 9/11, when you felt the entire city just.
Yeah.
That's what sports is supposed to be.
Yes, I was just going to say,
That's what sports is supposed to
becking
be.
back to that, and now we got to worry about Blaze running around with his fucking pom-poms.
Well, so getting off the men who want to be in women's things, let's talk about the WNBA and their contract dispute that they're having.
You want the video? You want to lead with the video, or do you want to throw it at the end?
You could do the video.
Lead with the video. All right.
I think we can focus on our players in the union. We got a proposal from the league, which was honestly a slap in the face, and I think we really have to put an emphasis on the players that are in our league right now. But I love to see the league growing. I think adding these teams in Philly and Detroit, like, that's how amazing is that the league can grow. But how cool would it also be to have like a little bit expansion on the rosters? Like, let's focus on the teams that have everything set up right now, and maybe focus on the teams also that find excuses continuously to lack investment into their players before we focus on adding more to the grain of people that can't really be sustained.
I don't think she's talking about a slap in the face by the bigger amount. I think the little, because with us in law enforcement, we're always talking about the pay starting should be higher.
Mm-hmm.
I get what they're saying. 66,000 to as your first.
The league loses $50 or $60 million a year. They're
Well, that's what I was gonna
completely
ask.
subsidized.
So
by
they
the
were
NBA.
they were trying to say what? They were going to go from 66,000 to 250,000 as the minimum. That was the
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Minimum 250.
250
no.
minimum. That's what they were trying to go to.
66
Well, no, wait.
No, 66 million to 250 million.
No,
cap.
66K.
Oh, 66,000.
Okay, no,
Minimum-
not
minimum
million.
salary. Minimum salary.
So up to 250 minimum.
Yeah,
minimum.
yeah.
And they said that was a
250K.
slap in the face.
I think she's talking about the 66. I would raise that up more.
Well, here's
What do they deserve? Why do they deserve this pay raise? They make no money.
Here's the
Nobody
thing.
watches these games. The only reason anybody
Correct.
watches this game is so people beat up Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, but
Or
That's
so they
it.
can see dildos flying through the
Nobody-
air.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
They should have a dildo toss in every game.
Well,
That
let me ask you this question: if for some reason the NBA is subsidizing,
they are.
right?
It is.
Right? No, for some reason they are subsidizing the WNBA. It's an investment because they feel at some point it's going to turn a profit. It's going to get big, and they're going to get a ROI, right? A return
But
on
right
their
now,
investment.
they're
Or
doing
they
it
being
wrong.
politically pushed.
Well, no, Portnoy made a good point that they just sold one of those WNBA franchises for like $350 million. So somebody thinks that this is going to make money.
Right.
And I'm all about it. I'm all about them making money. Okay. And I'm all about women's sports. Like you have your space. We got done talking about this,
Right.
like the male cheerleaders and all this Title IX, and I'm not going to go down that road again. But you're not making money. You're making no money. Nobody watches your league.
Well, truth be told, I don't watch the WNBA games. I watch a little bit of Caitlin Clark is playing because I like to see that, or if they're playing against
Right.
Angel
And
Reese.
what happens
But I
when
do
she's
watch
gone?
the reels, and I do watch well, attendance.
Caitlin Clark actually has
attendance
talent.
drop-
Angel
attendance-
Reese is a bricklayer.
Attendance drops.
She's a bricklayer.
No, she can
Most
play.
of them are.
She can play, but she's not Angel Reese, and she's not in the top 10.
Right.
You know, half her rebounds are fucking her own getting
Right.
her own
Her own
missed
bricks.
shots.
But the idea.
But it's a nice rivalry, though. It's like a
But-
Magic, Larry Bird rivalry. That sells tickets.
So like, I'll do soccer again. Women's soccer is enjoyable to watch. It's enjoyable. You know, it's not my first choice, but I'll watch it. Women's golf is enjoyable to watch.
Women's
We
volleyball.
talked about that the last
Especially the reels with the ones
There's
that don't-
another reason for that.
The
But
women's golf with the shorts,
especially the Brazilians.
the short
But the,
skirts, and
Women's
no,
Jello wrestling.
short skirts and no bra.
The-
Those ones, I love those women's golf ones.
tennis is good. Is fun to watch.
Love the grunts.
It's fun to watch.
Ugh!
Basketball is they have a
Women's
flag.
naked twister.
They
I
have
don't
a-
know,
I'm
man.
just throwing sports out there. I don't
like
know.
the
I'm just saying.
physicality. I like the physicality. I mean, you got to call some fouls, though. I mean, Sophie Cunningham, I love her. I love
Yeah.
that she fucking throws people around and she sticks up for her teammates.
She's a
and-
nice piece of chicken.
That's why you
nice
love her.
tall piece.
That's
And
why
I
I love her.
like, and I also like the run. I like them when they do their fashion. They
And
they
she has
wear with
blonde
their
hair like your Julie.
Like my
I know,
Julie.
like
She has
it.
blonde hair like
Yeah.
my Julie. Yes.
Good save.
What I'm saying to you is, I don't really. At first, I had a problem with them saying, "Pay us what we're worth."
Right.
But then, if you really think about it, when they're saying "Pay us what we're worth," they're worth more than they're getting paid, because the NBA is doing that because they want to. They know they feel at some point that money is going to be returned to them.
Yeah, but Mike, it's pay us what we're worth, but as
The
that
mar-
worth is individual, right? Like they
Yeah, but
yes,
there has
talent
to be there has
gets you
be
to
a-
the league. Talent gets you to the league, and it gets you the minimum, right?
Right. There
Now,
has
at some point in
so-
time, what you
right,
are
there has to
paid-
be a league minimum.
But
There
what-
has to be, and
right.
it should be a little higher.
But what you are paid has to be measured on the return of your popularity.
But
Like
not if
people are
the
making
end-
money off your autograph.
but
People are
not
making
if-
money off your jerseys.
Right.
People are making. That's where your money comes from. If as an individual you are not marketable, name me. All right, if out of Sophie, out of Angel Reese, out of Caitlin Clark, name me 5 more WNBA players.
Cameron Brook,
Okay.
the man that got
The broad doesn't.
No,
count.
that's
The man-
so far you're up to 1.
the
So you have 4
the
more to
man
go.
the man that got deported to Russia. What's his name?
You got 4 more to go.
that dude,
Brittany Grenier.
Brittany Grenier.
Brittany Griner. All right,
Griner.
that's 2.
Kelsey Plum.
Plum.
Dude, you just borrowed one. You don't even know.
Hull.
All right.
Hull.
Do you understand how you're
She's not
struggling? Do you see my
Bob-
point?
Bobby Hull.
Do you-
No, Hull. She plays. No, Hull,
Do you-
Cunningham, and Clark are all on the Fever. They're all.
All right. Well, see that
They're not market.
you see my
marketing
point.
is
You
wrong.
see my point. Regardless of the reason, when they're saying pay us what we're worth, like
Trust me, I'm not happy. I'm on the side of pay a pro athlete more when cops and firemen and teachers should make more.
well, no,
But what I'm
I've
saying
never
is,
had an issue with that,
It's
bro. Because
ridiculous.
again,
You're playing in a professional sports league that's super duper hot right now. You could say what you want. It's everywhere. WNBA, people are talking about it all the time.
They're only talking about it because of Caitlin Clark and
Okay,
and the
but
dildos.
it doesn't matter.
and the
They're still-
dildos
and the dildos,
but there's-
legitimately.
but
I mean,
it's-
that's not.
but they're
Did
still-
you see they put netting up? They
Yes.
put netting around.
I-
but they're still-
I did see
imagine we're protecting our players from dildos,
Soccer
not the
hooligans.
fans from getting hit
Soccer
with baseball.
hooligans. Soccer hooligans have made their way to the WNBA.
I mean, it's obnoxious to me. Like I've never, and you're right. Like there is some truth to that. We have athletes being paid insane money when you have real life heroes doing risking their lives. I get it. I understand. That's a-
$55,000 minimum pay
that's-
for a professional athlete in a
hold
professional
on.
league is ridiculous.
that's
way too low.
I understand, but again, man, nobody's making money off of my autograph. If somebody's making money off of your autograph, if somebody's making money off of your photo, if someone is making money off of your jersey, I don't blame these athletes for wanting a piece of that and saying, hey, no, well, you're making money off my name. I deserve a cut of that. And I should be. So I've never been begrudged these guys for making these millions and billions of dollars, whatever. No problem. But if
You just have
nobody's
a
making
problem if
money,
it's a woman. Okay.
if
you
nobody,
fucking
no, I don't.
Sexist fucking pig.
All right, guys, with the words that have come out of your mouth the last 2 weeks. But no, if nobody's making money off of your fucking name, shut up and get in your fucking lane. And when you become and maybe Mike's right. Maybe it is the marketing. Maybe it's the marketing that's off. Whatever the reasoning is, if nobody's making money off of your name, shut the fuck up. Make yourself sellable. Figure out how to do it.
They are.
And stop beating the shit out of the marquee name, the marquee player. Whether she's the best or not doesn't matter. She's the most recognizable and the one that everybody wants to watch play. Caitlin Clark.
Don't leave college. You're getting more money as through NILs.
Yeah. Something wrong.
But getting a female.
But they can only be there for 4 years. They can't do the Freed plan and stay there for 7 years.
But they're getting $5 million.
The idea of pro sports, though, and because you were talking about police, cops, firemen, that kind of thing. So there's only so many people that can hit a 10-6 curveball. There's only so many people that can hit a golf ball. There's only so many people that can return.
Less than 5% of the population.
I think less than 1% of the population. But there's only so many people that can return 120-mile-an-hour serve in tennis. There's only so many people that can play in the NFL and be effective. Average NFL is 3 years. So if you want me to make an argument for the WNBA that these women are the elite of the female basketball players, and there's only so many people that can play that game at least their level, which is never going to be the man's level. This isn't the argument. That would be why I would say they should get more money. But then I just butt up against that. Nobody's watching your sport. You're being pushed.
Right, correct.
So if you can't generate money, the women's national soccer team is much better than the men's national soccer team. And when we go to the World Cup and we do all these other things, the women are always the ones, or at least in recent history, the women are always the ones that are kicking ass all over the place. They should get money. They should get the equal pay or more because they bring that product to the stadium. If you can't bring a quality product to the stadium, and at least I think I've watched one WNBA game in my life, and I was bored. It's not a good game. It's just not a good sport.
It's not entertaining.
It's not entertaining.
It's not entertaining at all.
If it's not them beating up Caitlin Clark, or as Mo said, throwing dildos on the stadium, it's there's no reason to watch the game. There just isn't. It's not appointment viewing. And there's other women's sports when the four majors in golf and the four majors in tennis and like I told you, World Cup soccer or the women's national team, people, that's appointment viewing. Right. They are watching them. They are turning in to watch these women. That's where they should make money. And until the WNBA becomes appointment viewing, it is something to watch. It is something I want to watch the Fever. I want to see them play. This is the rivalry. It's Celtics Lakers. That's what I want to see. And until they get to that point, don't talk to me about this money that you should be making.
Yes,
that's just not it.
Can I ask a question?
And it's becoming regional.
It does. Regional is great because it builds a fan
for
base.
them. Yeah.
What is the nurses are down in the parking lot and we're getting close to time to wrap up, and now we still have to do Pete Rolls. But I just wanted to ask you, because you're a sports guy, I want to ask you this. What do you think is the hardest to do out of these three things?
You had four.
Hit a baseball. Hit a baseball.
Hit a baseball.
He said three things.
I know where he's going. Hit a baseball. No. And the hardest sport to play is hockey.
Josh, much like your 5-minute countdown. He said there's three things.
Well, he's been sipping on the bourbon. So
three things.
He's been sipping on the bourbon.
This finger doesn't bend. No, I'm kidding. It does. It does. Hit a major league fastball.
No.
Gain a yard in the NFL.
Yeah.
Or hit a 3-point shot in the NBA. Which is the hardest?
Hit a baseball. Hit a baseball.
Baseball's the hardest sport to play.
So it's
no. It's not the hardest sport.
No.
The hardest sport to play, not the hardest sport.
It's the hardest sport to play is hockey. It is the most cardiovascularly.
Have you ever tried to stop? So you got to hit 105.
Like, is the office door open?
Yes. Yeah. The baseball is the hardest sport to play. That's why there's so few people.
So baseball, you run around on fucking cleats. Hockey, you got to put on a pair of skates.
I'm not talking
and you're
about
skating on a foreign substance, and you got guys 230 pounds trying to fucking kill you.
I am not.
While you're looking down at a fucking puck this big.
I am not talking about the physicality of hockey. I'm talking about the actual method of playing a game. There are very few people in the world that can go from 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Freed just wants to jump.
You're wrong. To a 10-6 curveball. That's why there's not that. That's why a lot of
so hitting a baseball.
Hockey, there's a slap shot. There's a fucking wrist shot.
The things that those guys have to do, again, cardiovascularly demanding.
NASCAR.
on NASCAR. All right, now you're not even in there. No, the things that are demanded of them,
I NASCAR today on the
cardiovascularly,
way here when I was running.
and they have to do it on skates while getting pummeled all over the place. Hockey is the hardest all-around sport to play. But like you said, if I took somebody who had no sport history whatsoever, never played any sport, and I gave them a little bit of each sport to do, the thing they would have the hardest thing doing is hitting a baseball. Absolutely. Absolutely. All day long. I could teach you to ice skate before I could teach you to hit a baseball. Guaranteed.
3-point is easy. 3-pointer.
Mo, let me tell you something. Easy. I would empty out my 401ks, I would empty out all my investments and put my rental properties, my house up, that if I gave you 10 chances to hit a fucking 3-pointer in the NBA, what are you, fucking 5'3" with lifts in your fucking
He
shoes?
could be like Muggsy Bogues. You don't be knowing.
Mo.
He could be like
no. He be Mindsy Bogues, not Muggsy Bogues. Number one.
I can tell you right now, he's going to hit you with the Allen Iverson crossover.
I'm not talking about standing at the 3-point line.
Freed,
and
I feel
trying
like
to hit a fucking shot. I'm talking about in an NBA game.
I feel like there's money in this.
This has to be a one-on-one.
No, Josh, don't pay.
God, hit it.
Mo don't pay his debts.
This has to be a one-on-one challenge. Put this thing and just. Dude, hit him with the Allen Iverson, break his ankle. Boom.
So to tie
you couldn't even hit my fucking fastball and wiffle ball.
So to tie this up with a bow, because we're delaying into the next group.
Yes.
Michael Jordan, probably
best
the greatest basketball player to ever play.
No, he's the greatest.
There he is.
He's the greatest.
LeBron's third.
I'll play along with this. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player.
Thank you.
Thank you for correcting that.
You have a sports show after all.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were other basketball players, but
there were
Michael
Jordan, Kobe Bryant, then LeBron.
Yeah, you got to go a little bit further back. Thank you.
What about Magic, Larry Bird, and Dr. J, and Will Chamberlain?
Will Chamberlain.
You're taking Magic over
and
LeBron.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You're taking Magic over LeBron.
Bill Russell won 10 NBA.
You're taking Magic over Kobe.
So wait, this is not where I'm going. Wait,
I'm being serious. Mike, you brought it up. You're taking Magic over Kobe Bryant. Yeah?
I would take Magic over
Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Wrong. No, you would not.
Yes.
I don't know if I take Magic over Kobe, but I take Magic over LeBron because LeBron's a fucking
okay, fair.
cancer.
I would.
So
all right.
LeBron's a cancer.
I would.
And I don't like his fucking face.
So now
fuck that guy.
So now to tie
Blaze Pizza 0.
So now to tie this
0.
Tie this all up. Michael Jordan, I'll agree with you. The greatest basketball player ever.
Thank you.
Couldn't get out of A ball in baseball. Tried to be a baseball player.
There you go. Well done.
Hardest sport.
Plugs going around the table. Here we go.
Bo Jackson, but what about Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders? They were football players and they did well in baseball.
Bo Jackson, he only played for 5 years.
He got hurt. If he didn't get hurt.
And Deion Sanders,
first of all,
Deion Sanders, how long did he play baseball?
First of all, you don't minimize what Bo Jackson did in baseball. He dominated. I don't care if he played
for 2 years.
He dominated.
2 years.
He was never the same after he.
It's like John Mattingly belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, you
what?
That's fucking sacrilege if you say he doesn't.
Next show.
No, he doesn't.
All right, before we get
that's
it.
No,
I've never been around for the Pete Rose thing. What is that all about? Before we wrap up.
So Mo has a.
See, you almost did it. You almost did it.
Mo has a thing just like I do about Pete Rose. Pete Rose should have been in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
So
these nerdy fucking scumbag sports writers.
These fucking assholes. I had to wait till he was dead.
Yes. They did. They knew all along.
If I was Pete Rose's family, I would not.
That's what we
I would not.
Thank you.
I would say no, thank you.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Correct.
Fuck you and your Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I'm the people's Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And like I've said it many times, the Hall of Fame is not affiliated with Major League Baseball. Has nothing to do with Major League. It's totally
yeah,
separate
but I bet you there's some. I guarantee you there is some.
If Kool and the gang can get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, why can't Pete Rose be in the fucking
Notorious
Baseball
B.I.G.'s in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I can guarantee you.
It took 40 years for Pat Benatar to get in the Hall of Fame.
Patricia.
Somebody.
Pat Benatar, by the way, owner of 3-Chord vodka.
There you go.
I mean, 3-Chord bourbon. I've had enough of this to think the brown is vodka.
Josh, he's had 3 of them.
See, there you go.
He's had 3 of them. He's had 3 vodkas.
What was my name again? See, there we go.
Oh, you said it.
And we're doing.
terms. Don't worry about it. Get involved. Yeah, buddy. I said it's
All
sick,
right.
not a
So
vote, you motherfucker.
plugs.
right.
Mike, you can go first.
Me?
Mike, go ahead. Yeah, you got a plug?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd like to plug Fur again.
You
Fur,
always end. You have to end with the
Feline
host.
Urban-
So you go.
Feline Urban Rescue and Rehab. It's a local charity. And you have anything up? You can put something up for Fur.
Well,
or-
I don't know if I can switch assets in the middle.
No, don't switch assets. The last time you did that, you got somebody pregnant. All right, so Fur, Feline Urban Rescue and Rehab, is a local charity, and was seriously involved in it. That's Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And then, so Fur, look it up. Feline Urban Rescue and Rehab, FURR. They do great things for cats and kittens and spay and neuter your pets.
Oh, what are you, Bob Barker? Blue, you got anything at all?
No, I'm not plugging anything.
All right. Well, thanks for contributing.
Just a butt.
Yeah. Before we get to you guys, if you have any plugs, let me find. There it is. If I can plug the Eddie Gray Cam, but forget the Eddie Gray Cam. His 9/11 photo shoot. It's an annual photo shoot. Happens at Liberty State Park. This will be their 19th year. It is 100% free to EMS, fire, and PD. If you want to send any of your equipment down there to be photographed with the New York City skyline in the background. Again, these are professional grade photographs, taken for free, provided for free. Eddie's now a retired Port Authority police officer, served 31 years, but even when he was active, him and his crew have been doing this. Again, this will be their 19th year.
The Brothers Before Others has been a sponsor of that for the last 3.
Yes, we have.
But now the kind folks at Liberty State Park, the police there and the upper echelon of the administrative staff have now taken that part of it away, and they don't need to have outside insurance and all these things. Now they're doing it. They're covering it within their budget, which was very nice of them to do.
Correct. So, they have a new location this year. They usually were in the Green Ring down there. They may be back there again next year, but this year they're trying a new location. But if you are interested, sending any of your apparatus down there, all the contact information is on that flyer. Please contact them as early as you possibly can. It is first come, first serve. Those tribute lights in the skyline do shut off at a certain time. I believe it's 2 a.m.
Well, we want people to do it this year and try to get in, because next year on the 25th year anniversary, it's going to be everybody and their mother. They're going to become people coming from far as California,
and we're
people from Canada come to these things. So in the 25th anniversary, it's going to be hard to get in. I'm sure, they're accommodating as many as they can, but this might be the year. If you've never been down there, or if you have new apparatus, this is the year to get down there, because
we'll have
insane.
Yeah, there may or may not be, hypothetically speaking, some special people down there this year. How do I?
Special meaning.
If you have anybody working on your teams whose immigration papers are not in order, you might not want to send them down to this photo shoot. Hypothetically, I'm just saying.
I got what you're laying down.
So again. Yeah, so again, all the contact information is on that flyer.
You think they'd be very busy in Hudson County, though? They wouldn't have time to go to Liberty State Park. Union City, Jersey City, Weehawken, Hoboken is a lot of action, a lot of ice action going on.
So hypothetically,
I'm a Hudson County guy, so I know these things.
Boys, what do you got? Anything?
Thank you.
That's your plug?
Well, Twizzlers.
I also put the website for Fur is in the comments.
Oh, you did? Thank you
it's
very
in the
much.
comments.
Look at that.
Are you saying that Twizzlers sponsored your show today?
I don't.
Today's show has been brought to you commercial free by Twizzlers.
So you were posting earlier, the Flower Fund is looking for donations as well. So please, the BBO Flower Fund, put in for that. That's a wonderful, wonderful
John.
charity.
Look at the professor, bro.
The professor. And then come join me today up in Stony Point at Halligan's. I'm pouring drinks for everybody. 6 o'clock. Make your way.
Hey, can I say one thing about the Flower Fund?
Yes, please.
Go with it.
Okay. It's been going on for over a decade now. That's a long time for anything to exist, right?
Correct.
2,275.
More, 7. I thought it was 2,700.
2,000. You're right. 2,775, over 2,775 floral arrangements have been sent out by Brothers Before Others in the last decade and a little bit more. 2,775.
It's fantastic.
Do the
That's
math on
all.
that, about 250 to 300 a pop. That's a lot of cheddar.
Yes. So
Yeah.
please, if you wanted something to donate to, that would be something I would spread my money around to, because it's worthy thing, and it's honorable, and it does the families of the fallen nice things, and they appreciate all the work that the organization does. So please, if you're generous with your wallet, please donate to them.
I'm looking at me. I'm up on Eddie Cam, and I don't see the graphic up there, so I'm going to say them real quick. If you go to PayPal,
I try. If you give me a second,
Okay,
I
if you
tried
go
to switch between the assets, but what happened is
All right.
it brought you up here. Give me a second.
I
Hold
don't
on.
care what happened. I care what's happening. So
All
you
right.
go to donate@brothersbefrothers.org on PayPal. Donate@brothersbefrothers.org on PayPal. That's the email you use.
Yes.
With me so far?
Yes.
Okay. Venmo is BBO2014. BBO 2014, year we started.
Yes.
Well, the year we started, but we were incorporated in 2015. BBO 2014 for Venmo. Zelle 917-975-5815. Bypass, oh, that's Venmo. Don't worry about a phone number. 917-975-5815 on Zelle. You can mail checks to, made out to Brothers Before Others. You can put Flower Fund in the memo so we know where to put those funds, and mail it to 30 North Main Street in lovely downtown Phillipsburg, New Jersey. 30 North Main Street, Phillipsburg, New Jersey, 08865. And if you don't want to do any of those, currently on Facebook, on one of those, like, these things they do, Giving Tuesdays or whatever it is.
Yep.
There's a one on Facebook right now. If you go to like their charitable organization things and click on or type in Brothers Before Others, one will come up right now. We're doing a 10-year anniversary one. I think currently we have about 1,800 or 1,900 in it. Our goal is $10,000 because flowers have gotten, like, we just sent a floral arrangement in Massachusetts the other day, and I was shocked to see the bill. We'll pay whatever it is.
$400.
$428 for a flower, the flower one, because we most times will send the flower. That's our like known one, and sometimes sprays or whatever if there's not enough time. Flower Fund's killing it. They're awesome. Everybody in the Flower Fund.
But that was for Gil, and that's worth
That-
every penny.
Right. That was
That's
for
worth
Aaron
every-
Gill, one of our BBO members who lost in a motorcycle accident. His actual funeral, I think, is today.
Links up on the screen.
Okay,
now,
so the
Mike.
links are all up on the screen. People, if you're seeing that, screenshot it so you know. You can make.
Well, I'm going to leave it up while we run out.
Okay, you can make a donation at some point. That would be great for us because we want to keep this Flower Fund running and make sure, like we always talk about, right? We know NYPD, 3 of us here, Port Authority. Dawn lives near a florist shop, I guess. I don't know how she gets involved in this, but you go to New York City, you're at a funeral, it's a sea of flowers, right? There could be 50.
Correct.
Sometimes even more, depending on the circumstances and where it is. You go to a rural county in Georgia, there might be 2. One of them's ours. We're the only organization that does it. No one else does it. Ironically, the Yankees did it for a while, but they didn't do it nationally. They did.
They were after us.
And they came after we did.
2016.
2016. We started in 2014. So yeah, Brothers Before Others, National Fallen Officer Flower Fund. You can look it up. Like I said, $2,775 at $250 to $300 a pop. And we thank everybody who's ever donated and will continue to donate. It's a very important thing to do for people in that time of need to see that they're supported. That I know people say, "Oh, they're only flowers," and it's not that big of a deal. When you're on the other side of it, it is a big.
It is true.
It is a big deal. It is a big deal. It means people are thinking about you and they're with you. People that maybe couldn't be there. So thank you for plugging the Flower Fund. I
Well
really
done,
appreciate
boys.
that.
Any,
Another banger of an episode.
Yes, sir.
You know when your next show is, or is to be determined?
TBD.
TBD. Outstanding, boys. Well
and
done.
ladies and ladies.
And ladies.
Go
Blue.
Mets.
I apologize.
Hey,
Go
it's all
Yankees.
good.
Thank you, Blue.
You're
Go
welcome.
Go Yankees.
Go
Fuck the-
Mets.
fuck-
Hopefully
fuck,
we're-
fuck the Mets.
Yeah.